put OBS here. We're gonna put Discord here. We're going to Twitch. We're going to go to YouTube, make sure the thumbnail and all that's ready. We're going to start playing some Balatro bangers. We're going to get Twitch over here. It is Burb versus, I got to get their games at times. I don't know who is who, I'll be honest. Hey Bean, who is who?
I'm assuming that... Actually, I have no idea. One of them has a bird in their Twitch profile, so I did that as Burb. Banjo Crow, I assume, is Burb.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Plus, they're on top in the lobby, so probably.
Probably.
Oh, I spelled... Author is Author Elris, by the way, not Iris. Forgetting that.
I just copied it from the set time. I wasn't gonna try and spell. My chat knows I can't do that. Elriz +2. Alright. This is we go to Twitch. We go to the Bean. We knock.
Who's there?
Alright.
Both these players on interesting aspect ratios.
Yeah. Making it as complicated as possible.
You know, maybe there's a more optimal way to lay out the screens when you have these big ass black bars.
I'm gonna try my best. Run yellow deck black stake. Huh. It's one of my go-tos.
Yellow, black, we're in it already.
So black stake.
Eternal Acrobat first shop. When I talk about black stake, an Eternal Acrobat is always the thing I use as an argument for black stake being divergence, because someone could just take that and it's a 3x for so many PvPs, and if you play the exact same throughout the rest of the game and one person has that, they can easily win off it. But both players are going to pass it here. I think it's definitely too soon to take.
I think yellow deck. Hear me out. So on black stake, I do think opportunities like that are interesting tempo plays, but yellow deck kind of neutralizes tempo plays a bit because yellow deck is just so good at giving you that base econ and giving you the base for a good run. It doesn't dictate it, but it's one of the, like, if I'm doing a tempo play, I want it to be on like abandoned deck, or I don't know, something like even a Nebula if it gets picked or painted.
I'm going to keep an eye out for desync this game because we already saw castle for one person was diamonds and the other hearts. Not
Oh
sure if that's something to
no.
do with pack order opening, but I'll just keep a close eye on it, chat. I'm surprised both players passed the race fists. I think you get those chips with castle and then do the race fist. You're in a great spot.
I agree. I'm right there with you. He left the blind, is what Melon said. So.
Oh, I see. It changed as it went out. No, they were just discarding hearts. No, maybe whatever. Both players completely ignoring interest. I think I saw Author roll quite a few times and buy voucher on Black Stake. You don't get that payout from the small blind, and sometimes you can just be stuck at $10, and we're getting more punished with the Hermit that we have to hold on to now. I think in a lot of matches I've watched recently on Black Stake, you can very much get punished for ignoring interest. Though you can get rewarded by just finding the rebate sooner.
It's a risk. It's one I tend to take where I don't build in the interest because I just hope I see an econ joker, but it definitely can hurt you. I think it doesn't hurt you as much on Black Stake, but
I mean, we just saw $5 enter in the shop. Nothing. Can't take a pack, can't do anything. The voucher is going to be our whole budget next shop. And we don't even get to use this hermit yet. It's so expensive.
true.
Also, we're seeing this Eternal Sock Author far ahead in shop. And still having this hermit passed on the photograph, but couldn't have known the sock was coming. Photograph's still strong with just the blackboard. I'm not sure if it was an eternal photo. I think that would much more justify the skip.
I think both these players so far are playing it. I like to say sometimes you just play Black Stake like it's White Stake, and you pass on anything eternal that wouldn't be in your Joker roster at the end. And I feel like that's just how they're both approaching.
Also, both playing very fast.
Very fast. We love this. They know there's another game on after.
We know the next game might be a minute.
Yeah, that one, I promised my wife. I was like, Sizak's playing, I will put a cutoff at 2 hours and 30 minutes.
I'm not going to
we may get through game one.
Allowed to comment on the length of that match.
No, you are not, Bean. You are not allowed to comment. I mean, this one has to go to Burb. There's just so much more here.
Really? I mean, all they have is the Crazy Joker. Plus 12 mult on a straight when we're going walkie-talkie. Oh, we do have them opposite.
I have them opposite. Oh my god, my bad, chat.
Yeah, I have them right because you can see the names on the PvP.
That's why I was so confused with your commentary earlier. Okay.
Full house here. Also, foil 10. Not sure when we picked that up, but definitely a strong tempo play for this PvP. Still 4 hands to beat that score, but Author's in a great spot.
Yeah, so let me rephrase. I think Author's got this easily.
Yeah. I mean, this straight isn't bad. We have a straight level. We got the Crazy Joker, and we put the foil 10 in it. It scores something, but that's probably... I mean, there's more 10s and 4s as well. There's a chance. Only 1 hand left for Author, and we're at the same score.
You gotta pray for a queen here.
With another straight, especially for risking red seal glass 10 already. We do have a sock in shop, so this red seal glass not the craziest thing to lose.
No, but Burb would not be aware of that. Oh, okay. Well, they're just
no pause buffer either. I mean, there's not much value to gain here, so it won't matter. But Burb takes the first PvP down, I would say down scoring, but Crazy Joker is plus 12 mult, I guess.
Yeah, plus 12 mult that early is very important. I really thought the 70 or 62 chips on the square with... Yeah, no, I guess I overestimated there.
Glass Jack with the Eternal stock. That's likely going to be the card we're building to for the rest of this game. Author's actually scaling the square. I love it.
Am I crazy for thinking that's just... Well...
I mean, it's not costing them anything at the moment is why. They were ignoring it when they were trying to dig in their deck before, but if you're just playing whatever to get out with the foil and abstract, it's completely fine. Another Eternal X-Malt, likely going to be a pass again, and we just have no money whatsoever. We have this one egg. No interest. Spend down every shop, and surely the golden ticket deja vu devil is right around the corner.
It's the meme where the guy's digging for the diamonds. It's just always one roll away.
They're too deep in the no interest. Probably lost a solid amount of money. We've gone at least 5 blinds
oh my God,
where we could have gotten full interest.
Brutal to watch.
A rough fool as well.
I feel like here you could... Yeah, I think you
I don't hate the devil on the jack.
No, if we don't have it...
We have the sock.
Yeah. Okay, if we're gonna do that play...
Selling our scoring, but finds a temperance. The egg pays off, gets us out of this hole, and we go right back in with the Recyclomancy. I guess they were before PvP. They're just playing so fast. I do not want to run into these people in my bracket.
I feel it's funny because I feel like I play fast. And I'm watching this. It's like, how are we even computing? Like,
I can barely keep up.
Burb, very tactically trying to get out of this blind.
Just sending the glass to score 200 points, maybe.
Guess. Yeah, I mean it's an eternal sock, so you really know. Well, Paradolia could always show
Doesn't
up.
break.
But...
It's a very small chance for building into that. It's also an expensive card to death.
Mm-hmm.
And not going to be the end game, so it makes complete sense. Fooling the devil instead of the emperor keeping the star, I guess.
Did Burb skip? There's no temperance in either of those packs, right?
They've opened such different packs back and forth that it's just a difference in
I'm gonna have
what they've opened for.
Egg to get the extra discard.
Egg for discard, and I don't know if we've seen the temperance already or we're gonna, but that is the only econ. We have $0, and we might win this PvP. No comeback money, no nothing.
It's a great straight. I mean, on Author Iris's side, like, there's not... It's the same exact setup as last time. It is literally the same exact setup. There's nothing there. They do have a... Is that a foil 10? Could help.
They had that last PvP. We do have this glass jack. We're probably not going to play that. And there was a order in shop that Burb should see very soon. So that's just going to be more of this weird straight tempo line. It might actually pay off. I'm thinking that Acrobat was actually a good pickup with these scores that these players are putting up.
Sometimes... Yeah. No, exactly. I mean, at this point in the game, I think they both realize the other one doesn't have the Acrobat, but you're thinking back to the Eternal Acrobat being like, that's terrifying because there's no money, there's no scoring.
Burb also has a solid hand here, maybe building the flush house with these aces, and already has turn order. They definitely are going to be down putting down author to 2 lives.
Author looking for the 10, the 4, or the gold seal. Unfortunately, all 3 of those cards were hanging out at the bottom of the deck. So they're just going to kind of give up here. I mean, there's not much else to do.
This should make Burb play. I'm curious whether they're going to risk this ace again. They can just win with the full house they have. Does the 3 of a kind do it? It does. I wouldn't hate, honestly, Devil on that glass ace.
Oh, I mean, it feels a little bit like a get out of jail card, or like it could win a PvP with 10-4, but it's like, how much longer is it going to last? So
yeah, and also gold on the face cards, if that ticket does show, is going to be very beneficial. We've got some econ from the gold, so we don't have $0 in this shop. But Author is in a much better position because of that comeback money. And the egg still in the roster. Swashbuckler egg? Swashbuckler egg square joker. We might just be on a vanilla black stake game.
someone call EdzyTTV. We're about to do some streaking. It's such a straight seed. I don't know about that.
Herb is quite far behind. Hasn't seen the order still.
I don't really have much commentary here, but I will say Burb. I don't want to call. I was gonna say fantastic play. Maybe a tad bit of luck in there to get 2 superposition straights in this singular blind. Ended up with a High Priestess and a Magician. Definitely enough to cause a little bit of variance. All right, we have a Wraith, and we have an Ankh, and we have an Immolate. Bean, do you sell everything? You Ankh the sock, and then you Wraith, or do you Immolate?
Oh. We literally have nothing on Burb's side. I would 100% Ankh and probably Immolate, maybe even passing the Wraith.
What?
And it's a burnt choker, so I'm the better player.
Wait, we did that and then we didn't even take the order.
Didn't take the order, didn't take the Ankh. I don't know what we're doing.
I'm so confused.
What's the line they took? They went Wraith medium? No
Yeah,
Ankh?
not even the Immolate.
No Immolate?
I-
It was a pretty solid Immolate.
That's very interesting. I don't actually hate the purple seal, but it's like,
It's a bit late.
yeah. Immolate
On
makes
$0. I mean, Wraith Immolate is a great combo to see if you're not going to Ankh Sock.
I kind of like
On 2 lives, it's a lot harder to take that Ankh.
It is, but we did have the $17 egg, which makes me feel a little bit better because we're gonna have money to roll, and we're gonna
Bean?
sell our score anyway for the bean, which I totally. Oh, we
Great choice from Author. Great choice. 12,000 with only plus 25 malts. We're gonna have to use this sock as a chips joker. We need a flush house. I mean, this is a hard blind to live. And the timer's ticking. Looking at Burb's lineup, I could not tell you this is anti 4?
Yeah.
Heading into anti 5. We have Scholar walkie-talkie superposition. That is a build for sure. We're playing one of the Scholar card and one of the walkie card. And authors barely live in the blinds with Swatch Egg. I can't believe the direction these players took. It's an interesting line.
For on author side, Melon's saying that we couldn't have Wraith and Onked because we would have had to sell like the egg. But I kind of like I'm down 2 lives just not Wraithing. I know that maybe sounds crazy, but it's like my opponent's already ahead of me. Like, let me just try something else. I don't know. It's just crazy.
And we're going down to 1.
Yeah. Oh, we got...
Oh.
I
Do
really
have the
wish I had
flush
2
house.
socks now. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Flush house level as well. I mean, looking at Burb's side, I guess we do have the red seal glass ace, but this is going to be a pretty solid 4x flush house, maybe.
I'm just trying to figure out the angle that Burb, like what the plan was there. I feel like there's a plan here, but I don't fully understand it.
Also, what do you think about the egg over rebate there? I guess with the swashbuckler, that was probably the reasoning.
The swashbuckler was the reasoning, but we're playing flush houses and we have 5 hands and 5 discards. I don't need the swashbuckler. Honestly, I could see the argument to just sell swash. But it's probably like a 1.3x on your score with your flush house.
Burb could really use this bean. Drawing the exact straight you want is hard. Never mind. We just draw the red seal ace. We have the death. We have a magician as well to throw in it with the sock. There's a very high chance this scores a lot with this magician. And we're building towards the ace. Not using magician. There
See what type of lucky cards Burb has access to. Are they Zano lucky cards? No, they are indeed being lucky cards. Gets every single lucky proc for the max score. No, or second to max
Missed
score.
2. Missed 2.
2?
Out of 6. With a 1 and 5 on each of those. That is crazy. And it only scores 57,000. That's probably going to tell author to just play your gold cards.
Did author have any kind of chance with the flush house? Probably not. Maybe if it was a flush house with that glass, but...
Yeah, they honestly can't even reliably draw their hand either way. They're looking for it.
We're going to play the glass jack?
And we're not making... Okay. They are going to go for scoring here. They think they need to win this PvP. I don't even think it's close.
No, I don't think so either. I think they needed to... They don't have... Do they have 2... Yeah, they had two diamond aces. They had to go for the ace one, I think. And that would have been enough, too. But...
Burb does have more hands, so they likely would have lost. But I think seeing your opponent having 2 hands left with that 57,000 score should tell you to go next. And even if you don't know the scoring off heart, you can easily just look at your level. Wow, a blueprint.
I'd like to emphasize again how upsetting the non-Onk choice was now.
The Onk
Burb has another chance to do it and they don't. Oh my god, authorities.
There's an Onk in this pack.
Yeah, if they open up the
can't
spec.
Get rid of photo. You just can't. You can't get rid of the photo.
I mean, you can.
Plus, you have blueprint ticket. I don't think you can take this Onk on one way.
Maybe.
Soul card. I mean, Egg's gone. Soul's basically half a temperance.
All right, well, all of a sudden, Burb is in a lot of trouble.
This wacky straights build has just been destroyed. We see
If either of these
Tribulate
players
Blueprint.
would have taken the Burb had the opportunity being up so much. I think Burb's played this so well, but I do think a trend we've seen
Ooh.
is you can't ecto, huh?
It would be so nice to risk the ecto. Honestly, the hand size loss is very big. I think you just have to sell the certificate for that Midas Mask, though.
If that's the case, I'm willing to take the 1 in 3 or 1 in 4.
Selling it, and we're still ripping the ecto. Okay,
I can't afford the
and we
Midas
don't
Mask.
have enough because we. Oh
no.
It's a disaster.
That's pretty frustrating.
It's a disaster.
I actually don't think it's not good, but worse things can happen.
$10,000 on the line. We don't count our bank account. Down millions of dollars. We have sock blueprint ticket, and we can't take the Midas Mask because we were rolling down for a potential rate that you probably skip most of the time there. It just, yeah, our Joker slots were full, so it's just so punished for that. Both players love to be low on econ, and it is not rewarding them. Burb needs to score 30,000 here.
I think the full house does it. Does about 2 million.
No, for the other side.
Oh, man.
Burb might be dead to blind. We have the glass ace. Maybe they can throw that, but they did just put a royal flush out for 10,000 chips. Also, Burb's seen the order now and they passed it. Am I crazy?
Yep, they did. That's why I was saying is like the fact that that Burb didn't onk the sock and then passed on the order to not go for the tempo makes me ridiculously confused. I don't know what's happening. That's why I was like,
And we have this Joker slot for Y. Still have the negative Joker as well. I think it's hurt them because they don't realize they have this 5th Joker slot or 6th Joker slot.
Well, even then you'd sell. You would sell crazy for the order. It's more points.
Yeah, it's been so hard to keep track, but the spot we're in right now, I don't know how we got here. It just they played too fast, and then you just can't understand what they're thinking at all.
Yeah, and I just think what I was trying to get out before is this is like the 3rd time I feel like I've seen a player in the lead pass up on just, I feel like objectively the right play. Maybe not objectively, but like a play that, yes, it is long term. It doesn't go for the kill instantly, the onk on that sock. But it puts you in such a good position, and your opponent might not be able to make that play. And it's like, each one of these times we've seen the comeback happen.
Yeah, I mean, this is a crazy way to find the comeback. Just happen to stumble upon Trib Blueprint, and we get buffoon packed, insanely buffoon packed. That is 4 Jokers that are better than your entire lineup, and we can pick one of them.
Oh,
yikes!
At least there wasn't the blueprint in the golden ticket. That would have been.
It's a disaster.
And no paintbrush.
I think we're dead to blind. Or I guess it's PvP next, so it's not too bad to have to sell scoring there. But until we find this Trib, Burb is in a lot of trouble just in the blinds. I don't know if we're even making it to the PvP after this.
Well, Burb will find... The thing is, Burb's going to be able to afford the Midas Mask. And I think they get the Trib next blind. So they'll still be in an okay position. Like, they're going to be making a ton of money. They're going to get the scoring.
They need to find the Trib. I don't know where they are in the Arcana packs.
I think it should be next
Author's been
blind.
Quite far ahead. And, like, just taking... I've seen Burb pass on a lot of packs because they just never have interest money. And they're entering all of these shops after the small blind with, like, $6.
Weird choice copying golden ticket instead of stock. Golden ticket's more money. Because your cards already trigger once.
With the luckies, if you're a gambling man, it's less
Yeah.
money.
Well, the lucky cards are expected value of 1.3, right? So,
I'm pretty sure they're $20 every time, actually.
Again, Bean luck versus Zeno luck.
I mean, this PvP is just a wash.
Yeah, there's nothing to commentate here except to see how our players get money.
I think this could be interesting if Burb. I guess if either player onked, they would just win the game.
Yep, it would be over.
It's just so strong.
They would be ahead by 50% in the money column because of the golden ticket, and then they would obviously be ahead by a whole trigger and scoring that just your opponent would never see, and you'd always be ahead in the shop.
I mean, if you're taking the Eternal Sock, you got to respect how strong of a Joker it is.
That's kind of the... I'm sure there's a reason there. I think the bewildering part for Burb, and like you said, I think it might have just been playing too fast, because it's one thing to not onk. I don't agree with it. I don't really even understand it. But okay, you're trying to win. Why did we pass the order? That is just, and again, not critiquing. It's like there's times here where it's like I would love to get inside the head of the player and just fully understand.
I feel like it's just nerves. I feel like they probably are a little flustered. You know, you're so close to the money at this point in the tournament, and there's so many people watching you play. That's the only thing I can attune some of these decisions to.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think you can definitely get a little jittery.
Spec 2 dotted spec 2 dotted spec 2 dotted.
Thank you, Drizzle. I think you also almost maybe they got too excited. Like, oh, I'm going to be able to tempo. But then the purple seal seems like a long-term play, right? Being like, if we like in that shop instead of maybe immolating, like the fact that they went with the purple seal. But yeah, nobody's going to play perfect. All right, well, this game got a lot shorter. Burb's now in a much worse position because 2 lives. Oh, wait. No, we're okay. We're okay. Burb too bad. There's no rooting interest here. We just want good Balatro. But yeah, that Midas Mask that author wasn't able to afford is brutal. I do think with this extra Joker slot we got from the Ecto, you kind of have to take the Chad there, despite it not being perfect. But Burb should catch up on money here. Oh, wait, they still haven't found the soul chat. Okay, well... if we're put on the 1 life, then it's a lot scarier. Bean, you're muted, by the way, in case you don't know.
No, I knew that.
Okay.
For sure. I think we're just dead. Maybe playing all the aces in 1 with the Empress. We just can't re-trigger them. We got Stock, not Dusk here. But you do have a lot of glass. So I think if you just draw your aces for your last hand, it should be enough to make it out of this blind and maybe have a chance to see an Arcana pack with that soul card.
I hope casual runs were a lot of fun. That was 2 quick raids in succession. Excited for Major League Balatro next week.
Burb is just so rich here with this Midas Mask. Doesn't have the rest of the glass yet. The glass is fine to break. Yeah, they're just perfectly fine the second they draw that.
Yeah, the one interesting part about this seed is the fact that we got the 2 discard vouchers and the hand voucher in the first 3. The Midas Mask is bad for Author. That's pretty big because we still lack gold cards.
Yeah, that is going to be a lot of money. But the thing is, rolling here is a little spooky. That's kind of our last Joker slot. You see a Seltzer or something, you're just going to get no value from this Midas Mask. It is always a risk, but you do also want to keep up in shop. Also, there is notably 2 Arcana packs here, so the Soul card will likely show up for Burb.
Yeah, it has to be in there.
Is this right before PvP or after the small blind is the question?
Oh, an idol.
Ooh, idol? See, that's where you get punished. We didn't get to use Midas Mask.
Yep, never mind. Author kind of mad at the Chad. The Chad play seemed obvious. It was really just miscounting the money. I think you put it perfectly, which again, this is like so much money on the line. Anybody watch my gameplay, there's a ton to critique, so I just don't want this critique to come off like higher than now. But the idea that they rolled down for Wraith, but they wouldn't even have had a spot to use the Wraith, cost them the early Midas Mask. And oh my god, we can't afford that type of thing, man.
Rolling down for fun at this point.
Oh my god, especially with the Midas Mask, we don't want to see a Joker. That's what just happened. We didn't want the idol.
And then we rolled more after getting punished.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, Author still doesn't have the Soul card. They're
so
way behind in the tarot queue. Looking at this Chad, we're keeping Scholar over Chad. No. Okay. I guess they don't have the Tribulate, so it's
they don't have the Tribulate yet. Unfortunately for them. Though there was there's a smiley
aces still
right there that maybe they should just taken.
Yeah, but I mean, 50,000 is a lot to score, but we're building into aces is the main problem.
Well, aces, they're basically kings, right?
Not when your kings give 4x per trigger.
No. Again, Burb obviously not aware of that.
Yeah, they just so many tarot packs passed early on, and these later ones being small packs.
But it's also the fact that you have that
punishing.
sock. Like,
but look at this Scholar given 160 chips.
okay, I think a critical thing here is Author didn't really give away. How much did they score last PvP? Like, did they give it away to Burb that there should be something upcoming in the shop? I can't remember.
I assume it was a big number. So if we're still building
9
into
trillion?
Scholar at this point.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If you see 9 trillion, how do you, like, you gotta know that it can't, my glass aces can't possibly compete with that no matter what. Unless there's maybe a Pareidolia.
Now the Scholar top end goes crazy. Another diamond glass ace as well. There's that certificate back. Gonna try for the red seal. Gonna be stronger than the glass we currently have.
A dusk.
The one good. There's your slots filled.
There's the Pareidolia for Burb later. I mean,
and they are gonna see that not too far from here because they've been making more money for longer. I don't think they're gonna see it this PvP, but they're gonna find that. And they have red seal glass aces
because they can't dusk and get the Pareidolia.
Oh yeah, the negative Tribulate.
Yeah, I mean, I guess without the Tribulate you can, but then also the Tribulate negates everything with the aces. Forget.
Pareidolia is better than the dusk.
True.
Maybe if we have more aces, but we're spending these aces like.
I would really love it if that ectoplasm play also wins it for Author, because I like that play. I like that it was a little aggressive. And worst case, negative golden ticket. I mean, you could deal with it.
$250. Is there Arcana packs? There's
Nope.
no Arcanas.
There's idle though. What is it on? It looks like a 4.
2 of clubs
2 of clubs.
is a miss. How do you get so far ahead of me?
Now here's the dusk. We're getting rid of ticket. 07 scholar, 07 ticket.
Right, they only have this idol. They probably assume that's what their opponent is doing.
How do we get out of the blinds without scholar? That's a great question.
I mean, with the idol, I guess we can see our whole deck. No,
We
we
see
can't.
our whole
There's
deck.
54 to 49.
Yeah. Underrated aspect of this game so far has just been the ability, again, both these players, if they choose to, can see every single card.
I don't think with 54 cards you can. Well, 5 hands, 5 discards is a lot, but
So what is that? Sorry, I'll do the math. 9 times 5 equals 40.
they're slightly
48.
down. I guess we have the
Yeah.
hand size voucher.
Yeah.
49.
So 9.
Actually-
See almost all of it. So close. Author can for sure see all of it.
I think they can see exactly their whole deck, actually.
Yep.
For Burb. But yeah, this is just another PvP up tribulate. I've never seen such a gap in Arcana pack here.
That was like a whole ante. Right? Like
There was
4
yeah,
shops so
it-
far?
It's because
5?
there's been only small packs, and they passed a lot of the
Big
mega
packs?
packs.
Yeah, you're right. Is that red seal ace? Just a few strengths away from a queen.
I mean, we're just trying to break it at this point.
Yeah. Now imagine idol hits. Oh wait, is that good enough? If the idol hit the aces for Burb, because they're down a trigger with the sock, but they get the red seal, and it's glass.
I don't think so, unless, honestly, with the Death Fool, maybe. We probably have a flush 5 of them, so it should be better. Does it hit? 10 of diamonds. It's a miss. Is the soul card going to
Do
show
we
up? There's
finally get to see
no
Tribulate?
Arcana pack again.
Wait, Burb's not gonna even take the legendary. I guarantee it, because you got to keep the idol.
No,
There's no place
you know
to
your
sell.
opponent. You know your opponent has Trib, right?
No, I honestly think Burb assumes Iris has idol, and because now they are stuck with all the Eternals, they can't even. They're not even going to look at the legendary if they see it. If they don't see the legendary, I honestly am like shocked. 'Cause I
Also,
kn-
Burb discarding their 10 of diamonds here. They're going to have to risk their glass to get out again. When we had 2 10 of diamonds and we can see our whole deck, they definitely could have easily survived the blind without playing the glass once again. And that's just so punishing when you're building idol. We're also
Yeah.
playing the aces, though, so I just don't know what the plan is this blind.
go to the
What?
next game, maybe.
Yeah, that is seemingly the plan. Okay, we are deathing the glass. We're fooling the devil.
What?
Surely not. I'm so confused.
Yeah, very quickly for both chats. We did have a couple raids come in here. We are playing ranked multiplayer. It's a little bit different than Major League Balatro. Glass is nerfed to 1.5x. Chad also has a nerf where it triggers the first 2 cards once instead of the first card twice. Just a heads up.
I'm so confused by Burb in this blind. I
mean,
think we're just gonna
s-
death fool the aces and play them.
Yeah, they're like hoping to get something else seemingly to death, but like I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, we need none of these aces to break and idle to hit aces,
Hit
and
aces,
that's
yeah. And then it all comes down to if author can get a full glass hand of queens, because I think they have 3 right now. If they have a full hand, then it comes down to, I think, levels. I mean, author still also, they have $400 in a slot
to fill. Yeah.
Yeah, so
There aren't many jokers that do much at this point. It's really just Seltzer.
Seltzer, I mean,
Photograph
finding
is
the
something, I
idol,
guess.
finding the idol again, maybe, if it's right card.
Idol or Ancient has to hit, but
Yeah. Bloodstone would not be helpful just due to the way we've built in.
there's a Sun card.
Only 2 glass right now, so yeah, this idol hitting, shockingly, Burp still could win.
I haven't been paying attention to the breaks too much, but I know we only had 4 glass aces last blind, so it kind of takes a miracle here.
That definitely does not win.
No Dusk, 90,000. Yeah, it's not a where you like to see. Still not looking for more glass though. Okay, they are.
I want to give a shout out to author. They've done a phenomenal job.
Farming this
Getting
ticket.
the golden, getting the golden ticket, like finding small straights that are not putting up enough points. Like every little bit has been actually really well done.
Yeah, it's so easy to accidentally win the blind with Tribule, Sock, and Shad. So,
though I will say they did angrily roll down the $0 again, where if there's a joker, they would have been able to afford it.
it's just a habit, I guess. Interest doesn't matter.
All right, no breaks and an idle hit. Burb for the victory out of nowhere.
It could happen. No breaks.
No breaks?
Idle miss.
It's just
Could
a glorified Trib.
Is
All
Trib
right.
going to be in the last shop?
That would be so funny.
Arcana pack? We're going to not open it. We're not opening the Arcana. No, we're selling Idol for it, right? Okay, we actually do go Arcana. It's still not there. It's still not
We're
there.
gonna have to check lovely versions after this just to make sure. I think
they
you're
just
right.
missed so many packs early. There was only 9 checks after.
I guess they
got
were all
that, so
small.
it's not that crazy. I think they missed 2 big packs, 2 mega packs early.
Yeah, that would be enough to not see it.
Only we had interest.
I have to be
Also,
honest. If you're author, I have seen a couple scoring jokers that definitely should have been sold for a golden ticket. We're opening a Word doc.
What's the point, Div? Like, you can't know. It's been so long. And they think their opponent's on idle this whole time, but it's just a Tribule. Their opponent doesn't even have idle. It's a tough spot to get that punished for not opening Arcana packs.
I guess Square Joker. Oh man. You know it's rough going when the Microsoft Word gets open.
You got to be so flustered to be up 3 lives and then just have this complete reverse sweep out of nowhere.
Also, I will say, like, this is gonna maybe sound weird, but like I'm surprised that Burb even not knowing about the trip is so surprised about idle. It's like, well, if you took the first 3 lives, it's not surprising that your opponent may have opened all the Arcana packs and like gone in a much better position for idle than you did. Like Burb's deck's all over the place.
But they also like saw the idol so much later, so they're like confused on how their opponent.
Just how they saw it so early, plus all that.
Also, Burb does have a flush 5 of queens here. It is a glass difference in the end. Only 1 glass for Burb. And the negative didn't matter because we have a square joker.
Yeah, that could have been a loyalty card. Well, I guess loyalty card doesn't work. There's only 5 ants. Never mind. Yeah, I guess Author got a little. I mean, $300 didn't even really see a scoring joker sides loyalty card, so I kind of take back my comment. No steals, so this is the best we're gonna do. That's hilarious, and the difference of this is gonna be a glass difference.
Yeah, I mean, ace hit, Burb wins.
Yeah,
crazy.
it's gonna be like E13, E14. Rough.
I've heard there's a chance that lucky cards can proc for 2x. Burb's still in this. They missed it.
All right, I'm not excited for the Microsoft Word doc when they see they don't have a trib. That Author found a while ago is also negative, which means they know that it happened likely before the ectoplasm.
They did talk about it in chat, and they are confused on how they missed it.
Yeah, we are.
It's just a pack diff. We are on the same mods. They have the same hash.
Sweet.
It's just
wow.
Immensely punished for not opening Arcanas. I personally am a big lover of every Arcana pack. You know, you always get the Temperance or the Hermit to subsidize the cost sometimes.
Hear me out. Does Burb win this if they just take the sock? Because then they wouldn't have had the chat, probably.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, it's a lot of glass and a lot of triggers.
Yeah,
so
it's a lot of things that would have had to happen.
More. Yeah. Okay, I need a mental reset after that one. I feel like I did a really bad job at casting. It was just so hard to keep up.
They play very fast on very laggy computers. It's a lot to catch.
Everyone needs to take a breath. Burb needs a mental reset before we head into this game 2 on Nebula, Painted, Plasma, Erratic are the bands from Burb, and we're going yellow, blue, or Zodiac. Another simple lineup.
I would argue Zodiac isn't simple.
Just all fun picks.
There you go. We can call it fun. You know, was there an 8-ball that could have been taken in that seed? I think that also could have been the difference. We didn't.
I believe
there was an early
chop one. Maybe. Yeah, Burb is taking a minute. They're tilted after that one.
What do you mean, Ozis, that I changed my background? Well, I mean, there's like, are you talking about some of the new stuff?
But yeah, just a recap for everyone who joined in. Burb, early on in that game, was playing straights with walkie-talkie and scholar. You get 1 walkie-talkie card, 1 scholar, playing some tempo with the glass red seal ace we found in a pack. Passed on the order, which was a very interesting point in the match, and gets Author all the way down to 1 with that setup. Behind on Econ most of the time because they spent down a lot. And then Author, on last life, entering the first shop of the last ante for them, just finds Eternal Blueprint. They already have the sock. They find Ticket. They find Tribulate. And it's just a reverse sweep from there. It was an interesting watch for sure.
Osis, I do think right now it's not cropped at all, so it is wider. Like, you can see the window and everything. But we also have the Rebecca Black poster now. Burb was also super punched with the photo ticket being rebate. Yeah. A little bit. Oh, the Word doc's back out. Word doc alert. Watch out. Okay. Apparently Trib was anti-4, which is crazy. And I'm so tilted right now. Was that a haiku? It wasn't No, Callie, this is the order. So it's a game-long queue. Callie, what happened was Burb passed on 3 mega/jumbo arcanas. And then after the Trib came, there was only 3 small arcanas. So they needed to see 18 arcana cards in packs, and they only saw 9. Which is... It's like a little unlucky, but honestly, the amount of arcanas they passed on, it's hard to say that was luck. Also, not onking sock was still so mind-blowing. I can't get over that.
Gotta respect the sock. What was the plan to live for Burb after onking sock?
They had a couple luckies. Honestly, you know, I'm pretty sure the order was in the shop. I'm almost positive. The second onk, the order was in the shop, not the first one. So we could have taken the sock and then
Burb.
Yeah.
And then Author, what was their options? Actually, they would have just rolled into photo. They would have been so fine if Author took that as well.
Author would have had, I think, $55 with the selling of the egg and everything, but they were so dedicated to use that wraith. Or set on.
We got a burn choker. And a purple seal, which...
That, again, I think that's the part to study there if you're Burb. Like, I honestly, I can, if you're going to sit here and tell me I was going for the kill, I didn't want to onk the sock at that point. The sock was sunk cost fallacy. I'll disagree, but fine. I think the issue there is, okay, you're making a purple seal and you're trying to win on tempo. You literally only have like 4 blinds you're even going to be able to use that purple seal. So it's really not that useful. Might as well immolate.
Yeah. I mean, I got punished for taking a immolate over a gold seal one time.
Gold seal.
You gotta respect.
Thank you, Halion, for the raid. We're just collecting all the Balatro players today. Welcome on in. Shout out to my friend Halion, also playing Major League Balatro. We're Chris. Welcome.
Halion told me to be nice.
Oh, don't be nice, Chris. I like you. I like it when you're mean. Shake that ass or whatever. All right. Well, a non-eternal acrobat this time, Bean. Makes it a little bit easier of a decision.
That's an easier take. It's also in the card pack, so there's really no choice. The reserve parking, tough card to miss.
So, did they have enough money to take the reserve?
They did not. I don't know what else there was in the shop, like what they spent their money on, but reserved also with acrobat would have been a great combo, but I'm not sure there was a line there.
No, there definitely wasn't. There definitely was not.
I mean, both players have the exact same lineup right now, ready to sell the red card. A little more money on Author's side. I'm not sure what led to that. Eternal foil raised fist. I'd be very surprised if they get that because they passed on non-eternal one last time, and we're seeing early eternal 8-ball Chad. Buffoon pack.
Punished.
Zeno would have taken that eternal Chad and that 8-ball.
You're right. I've seen them together in the pack is devastating.
Instead, we skip it for the red card value. I mean, it helps us stay safe in this blind. Not the worst skip to take. And there's just nothing that Chad provides yet. Author forgetting to sell red card for that interest. They are still in a better spot econ-wise regardless. And we could maybe see a raise fist pickup.
Nah.
Probably just going Buffoon pack. Do they take the eternal Chad, though?
Well,
on Zodiac, you can at least get lucky cards. I mean, Zodiac makes this 8-ball obsolete, but
I think Zodiac also makes both Eternals obsolete, where you feel you're going to see enough in the seed that you don't want either of these Eternals.
I mean, very similar lines with just small decisions leading to just a couple dollars difference econ-wise. But we've both got +3 red card and an Acrobat. Not a common lineup. It looks like Burb looking to unlock Flush House in this blind.
How do you feel about doing that instead of saving it for the PvP?
Usually I wait. I think the only time I do unlock it early is if I have the blue seal to get value from. But on Zodiac, you know, sometimes you can just stumble into that Flush House level. But you want to save the Arcana for PvP to consistently draw that.
We also have no money to even, like, look for a planet card. Yeah,
you're never spending $6 there. But wow, I mean, this is one of Doc's gold stakes runs. We got red card, ride the bus. Insta sell the bus though. No money for hack. And we're at the PvP still with this +3 red card.
This is 2 times in a row where both players being so aggressive with their money has hurt them. Is the kind of way to say it.
I need to see who's forcing black stake here. Because I feel like you play black stake, you gotta respect the interest early on.
Yeah, especially Zodiac deck. It's a Zodiac deck. I think you're gonna be hard pressed to find times where the person who made more money lost.
Yeah, the main thing on Zodiac, like, I love opening Arcanas, and that's another reason why I like to stay up to interest or above, is because you open that Arcana, you get the Hermit, and your opponent doesn't have interest. You're just way ahead.
Yeah.
But I feel like they haven't played that crazy spending down this blind. There just hasn't been econ, and they've been opening the Buffoon packs hoping to draw something. Something to make money or to survive the blinds easier. I'm not sure if there's been any crazy purchases. I mean, keeping the red card was smart for Author because there's nothing to gain from selling it early. And it is the only difference maker this PvP, other than the Flush House that Burb can draw. And we have a flush level. Actually, that is likely going to be what wins this PvP. As long as we draw flush for Acrobat.
Ride the bus could help.
We're probably playing a lot of face cards, especially when we're discarding everything but.
In that case, you should have just...
Does have a full house level with the Acrobat, though.
Yes. So 800 times 3 is 2400. It's at 32. They should be able... Oh, they're just going to go for a third flush.
Yeah, third flush with the spades. Just wins with Acrobat here.
Not if we played a round too early, though. 2100? Yep, that's just enough. Well, it's like 2250 or something. I don't know.
flushes over full house levels. Did both players open like an early Celestial pack, or did they just pick those up in shop? I know I saw Jupiter in shop. And Burb getting more rewarded with the flush levels, taking the crafty, just have an easier time in the blinds. And the econ is just going to get even worse this ante because we're going to need to buy this voucher, and any money we can save up is going towards that, and we might even be buying it sooner than we want to because of how aggressive these players spend down.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. I think some of our best displays, if you will, best games that I can think back on, the players very much understood when not to roll down. If that makes sense, like when to be. It's not just interest, it's also when your jokers are filled. Like we saw that in the last game where it's like there was times where with the minus mask, I don't need the last thing you want to see now is another joker where I now can't use the minus mask because I have to sell it for that scoring long term. Oh no, we're getting more Microsoft Word docs?
Not even intentional, just to block the cheat menu. But it's just a Midas Mask, I think, is more punishing than Invis a lot of the times because that's just a joker you have to pass on in the shop a lot. And Invis.
Oh, Bird must be British. I didn't know that. I will open up every bloody Arcana pack that comes.
Every bloody one.
That'll be good for Bloodstone value.
I think the bad econ this game is a lot of Acrobat's fault because we're playing down and getting $0 from hands.
Yeah.
No payout from the black deck, no interest. There's just nothing. And now we have $10 in the last shop with Overstock, and we're back down to 0. Did Burb even pick that up? I don't think they did.
No way, they didn't? It's less punishing because it's Overstock Plus, but it still is punishing. That is 25% more econ you now have to make than your opponent.
Author is going to get some money back here if they do lose this PvP, which is likely down the flush level. Though draws could change that for sure.
Straight flush might be an angle. We do know we just want one big hand with Acrobat at the end, but...
I mean, you want to play a lot of hands with the misprint. It's probably just the best option is to go consistent flushes here, but maybe seeing that 4,000 from your opponent, you gotta go big. Ooh, could play the lucky 4. 15,000.
It's a good amount.
I mean, it's a strong hit on misprint for both players as long as Burb draws a flush here, which could easily miss.
Huh? Are they going for clubs?
Yeah, they have a lot of clubs. They do draw it. Wow. 3 clubs. And we know misprint should hit big here. Never mind. Desync on the misprint based on how many hands you've played that ante wins it for author. They take the lives, evening them out. Maybe to their detriment because we have $5 in this shop now. This time, Burb ahead in the Arcana queue. Though nothing too rewarding in the pack. I don't think I've ever seen misprint hit matter that much, but with Acrobat and no other scoring in the game, it is just a matter of how many hands you've played before. It is not standardized.
And it's just amplified by the 3x, like you said. That's what I was saying. It feels like only the last hand's going to matter. It's only like the last misprint that really matters.
Right.
Unless you were both to get a similar hit.
And we can just get misprinted every blind, but we get the plus 20 malt and the plus 20 misprint. Easily making it out. There's the plus 23 from Burb. They just draw the flush. Does this live?
It should.
Plus 0. Oh no, they needed so little from misprint there. And they've lost 2 lives in a row. This misprint being poorly timed with Acrobat.
If I'm Clippy right now, I'm scared for my life.
Also buys voucher. Maybe a desperate to live, but we're down to $3 and they bought voucher a blind early there. After passing over stock. Looking maybe for a flush 5. I don't know if they have one, but they definitely have a solid 4 of a kind here.
Who did you say was forcing the black stake?
Burb was.
Interesting.
And they love to spend down. They have a flush 5 here. Are they gonna go for it? Flush 5 of 7s, first ever.
I think they're
Authors
just happy with the
going
flush
pretty
house.
consistently now. Just didn't buy the voucher, and they have $28 in the shop, up 2 jokers. Are we?
Right.
We're not going flush 5. There's a photograph as well. It was a money hit.
The misprint came back.
No block on misprint. That probably
Oh
loses
my
us the scary face, right?
Yeah. No way. But they did it for interest. I totally understand why. But
No, you saw the red card there every time. It was just a misplay because they're mad at.
oh,
at
you're right.
misprint.
You're right. You're right.
And it's just so punished. They get 1 less card in pack queue. I mean, that misprint might be the worst card ever. That is such betrayal from Burb.
That's a huge troll.
That is J Bloodstone levels of betrayal. Are we going flush 5 for the PvP though?
I feel like you gotta play this
There's
last
a
with
solid
Acro.
hand here. Both players, I mean, could take it. I guess flush house for author should easily win this PvP, but they're not looking for the flush house.
Yeah, they don't.
They're
They
playing
seem
it
content
safe.
with the 4 of a kind, I guess.
Surely
Did
the
they?
lucky
I
gets brought.
think they just realized they didn't have the King of Hearts. It didn't. I don't
Mm.
think it clocked for author as
Playing
they were
a
about
little too fast.
That's unfortunate.
So many flush houses for Burb. Are we using the strength though? Honestly, going flush houses because there's so much more build for them isn't terrible. And not using the strength for the tempo scoring from flush 5. It's a pretty big score from author. $20 hit again.
Not gonna be
Who
enough.
needs interest?
That misplay of
interest.
not looking for the King of Heart, giving Burb some life.
Yeah, they need that after the lost life from misprint. Keeping the strength still. I mean, flush house levels could be pretty strong for Burb. They don't really have the
You're
means
not
of
buying
getting them, though.
pants, right? Okay.
It synergizes with the flush house. Also, the voucher difference is not going to matter too much here. We're probably not going to spend the money on Hone.
Well, I
But Burb
feel.
given another chance to get Overstock Plus.
Being if I'm there with that standard pack, I think I take the hone and then I open the standard
Yeah.
pack.
I just assume based on how these players have been playing, they're
You're
not
right.
going to take it.
But just for our audience, hone does affect standard cards. So in a standard pack, you increase your chances of seeing that polychrome, card that you want to see when you grab hone, or even holographic foil.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, a foil or holographic Joker in the lineup could matter.
Yep.
Also, another Sun card for Author is very nice. They can convert
They
most of
definitely are
their
going to get
base
flush
cards and
houses now.
consistently draw that.
Yeah.
Is that true, Melon? Because I believed that for so long, and then I heard otherwise, and I still have no idea.
I feel like
doesn't affect the
multiplayer would
shop.
be different than vanilla. I don't know for either, though. It's not true.
Yeah, I've heard it's fact for so long, and then some people are just saying it was a myth. Doc, you still in chat? Can you confirm?
Someone just asked Phantom. I mean, Phantom has to know for sure.
He's got the knowledge on the order.
Hone works. There we go. Doc has spoken.
That's law.
That's just how we're gonna run everything from now on. The code isn't complicated. That's what I thought. It just changes the number hit needed to give you those effects. So I have no idea why it wouldn't work in the same shop. Like, because you're not affecting the pack, you're affecting the boundary.
Well, I think
of
it's
the
just
number.
what's in the pack decided earlier, but I think especially with the order, with like what's in the pack can change even with a simple reroll. So I think
Yeah.
Hone definitely works on the packs, but just a small thing. A rebate for author. I mean, they're so far ahead in shop. This is going to widen that gap and give them strength in this game to take the lead again. And Burb just keeps spending down. Maybe it'll pay off when they do find this rebate, though.
What is Burb going for here?
Do need 30,000. That is a big score, and this full house is not enough.
That's...
Bottom deck here could put him down to 1 life. Draws the flush house. Is this enough?
Well, could flush 5 if you need a bit more score.
Jeez.
And it is enough. Honestly, if I'm there, I think I unlock the flush 5. Because, like, you're going to be building towards it anyway. It also makes it a little bit easier with your discards.
There's the photograph. We still haven't picked up voucher. Are we going to spend money on Arcana packs because of last round instead?
What is... So many clicking.
There's a lot of options. I don't think we're getting Overstock Plus again. 2 antes in a row. The second best voucher in the game for multiplayer. I think we're passing it. Or maybe we're selling 2 jokers for that Arcana pack.
If this thing rolls mail and
They
rebate,
pass it.
Okay, they pass on it. I would honestly, it might have been GG.
No, they're way
if mail
behind.
rebate.
They're not
Yeah,
close
it's
to
not
this
close, it's
rebate.
not close.
$3 in the PvP once again. Has there been a player with more than $10 in a PvP in this entire set? I don't think so. Even when they had the golden ticket, they were entering the PvP with $3. Just plan to lose and get comeback money, I guess.
I think the interesting part is, again, it's just the fact that one player forcing kind of the black stake. And
Let me confirm it was Burb, because it does surprise me.
but also the fact that we're on Zodiac deck. It's like, this is the deck that, again, as we said to start off, whoever makes more money wins Zodiac deck almost every single time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's the playstyle is so much less punishing when you do have econ, but there's just nothing on Burb's side of the screen. We've got 1 gold queen, and that's our entire amount of econ. We have no interest, maybe made $5 from interest this whole game. The lucky cards aren't brocking, and it just leaves you with no room to find the cards you need. Here's the flush house from Author. They can very consistently draw this hand. Now, no plus 20. I mean, Burb could take this with the Empress cards and the flush 5.
Yeah. It's going to be a very specific draw, though.
They do have the extra discard from the Drunkard that they passed Overstock Plus for. I mean, even the flush house might do it because of the Empress card. Full house not gonna. Are we greeting the gold?
There's no way we can. Yeah.
Only 6 cards in deck. They do have the draw. Can they find it? Finds the flush 5, has to get a little less value from the strength. I think this is enough, though.
And that's just like why I like strengthening last time when we had both heart queens instead of playing the flush house.
Sure. That puts Author down to 1. They're ahead. They got this rebate. They're still in a good spot, but they need to find some scoring from this lead.
Seems like it's bound to happen. We have Overstock Plus and a rebate, but is Perp gonna skip for the rare?
We can barely score 54,000 at the moment. I guess they can just draw the flush 5 again. That might be what they need to take one more life. It's seeming like Author is in a very strong position, and Burb goes for it. There's a lot of hits here that could just win. A trio, if Author doesn't find things, we do have this. I mean, yeah, literally
right.
any solid card could win this for Burb.
With where we are in this game and the way scoring's been, I like to play a bit more because even those flat X-Molt rares are enough.
Draws their hand. Gonna have to play down for Acrobat.
Yeah, it's a very interesting decision to calc there, but it's a lot of money on the line.
Rare queue is this different from the shop queue.
Yes.
So it's not going to be this obelisk. Like rare skips and wraiths are on a separate queue. All right, let's see it. This could be the whole game. If not, Burb in a rough spot. The order.
Oh,
you know, a straight flush. We have the sun card still.
No, there's no way.
I mean, probably because of the obelisk on Author's side, it's not.
Oh, I just
but a
don't
Neptune
even
in here,
know
maybe.
If Burb has like 5 cards in a row. Because of how
I think with the sun, they can easily draw a straight flush. Well, I guess they did strength some queens. They should be able to. If Author sells obelisk for mime, not gonna do it.
Good play.
Timers, let them know they got the rare. That's intimidation tactics. Magician, I think Author still has another blind to play. Also selling out of the scary face for popcorn.
I think they may be doing that to make it easier to get obelisk value. No.
That could lose them the game.
Yeah. That's
they're gonna lose a lot of score.
Maybe.
Yeah, we need to score 54,000 here. I guess we don't have many flush house levels, so it's not doing nothing. Let's see. This with the acrobat, we also need to somehow keep obelisk alive.
Oh no. Oh, this
Playing
is
the pair of queens. Oh. Gets the plus 20 proc. Has to play another pair of queen. Like, did they just used all their discards too early? This obelisk is so punishing. They don't have another. They can't keep obelisk alive here.
No. Might as well sell it for interest at this point. Yeah, that's the weird part being there is not only, like, there was 2 things telling them there not to use the discards, mail and rebate and obelisk, and we saw just, like, all of them just flung out instantly.
Yeah. We're playing the pair of queens. A 4 of a kind and a lucky hit is the only thing that can save you. And we can't even get down to acrobat. I mean, they're just dead here. You can try to keep the obelisk alive by playing like a 3 of a kind because you know you're dead here.
Well,
There's no hand you can draw, so you play the 3 of a kind and hopefully draw another
that
hand.
was just a mistake because you could have just sold.
Oh wait, you're on 1 life. Never mind.
Yeah,
just
they
dead.
could. Yeah, they should have just sold obelisk and played the flush house with 1 hand remaining with acrobat. It would have been enough.
Yep. Yep. Classic obelisk losing the game. You love to see the punish for an obelisk take. Unless no magical card in the deck. Plus 20. No, because we don't have obelisk anymore. It's just not going to score anything.
Well,
Full house. Hold. Rip.
I really don't need the word doc, but let's see.
I might ban word doc for future matches. I mean, once again, proving obelisk is always bait.
Can we get a comment from
it
Vagabond
is.
Balatro in chat? In regards to obelisk?
His comment is, it wasn't obelisk's fault, it was author's fault. Which maybe is very true, but it was a hard obelisk to do. You need to get down to acrobat. And you have to, like, get rid of your cards you're playing your flush house. You have to draw flush house last hand with acrobat. There's no way you're keeping the obelisk alive there. And the obelisk was just bad, even if you do play it perfectly.
Bean exists to rage bait me.
I'll respect the obelisk when you respect the being, Vagabond.
You just have to not sell Scary Face. Scary Face was a 2x in chips. The popcorn was nowhere near a 2x in malt. That is very correct.
I think they were thinking they could, like, get out first hand without acrobat with the popcorn, but it just did not do anything.
Yeah, it's just a miscalculation because you have photos. So popcorn is what, you're at like 30 malt. So it's like extra 20. It's like a 75% increase versus Scary Face is literally 200 or 110%.
No, author had the money lead. They also sold a, what did they sell for the obelisk? I guess nothing really. It was like a Mystic Summit.
I mean, honestly, and you know this is crazy coming from me. Give me a white stake ghost. I don't trust these two on black stake. I don't trust them.
We're going
on
black
anything.
stake again. It's Burb forcing black stake every time. I guess it worked out there. Author dying to blinds.
I did.
Did Burb also die to a blind to misprint? So they shouldn't be playing black stake in my opinion. But here we go again. Game 3 on black stake. No more money. No more lives. Because why not?
No way. Oh, quick bathroom break.
Going blue, erratic, or magic are author's picks. Vagabond, do you think the obelisk could have been done there? Because you have to draw a flush house on your last hand. I just don't think you have to get lucky on your draws even if you play them optimally. You have 5 hands to get through. It was slightly a player issue, but also obelisk was bad there. And you also have the rebate, which makes it further punishing. So I give author a magical third.
It would have been, but the mistake there was all the discard usages. Like, I actually think if they would have just played hands from the offset, they would have been fine because they used was it 3 or 4 discards.
Yeah, but you have to keep all your kings and queens in hand, which makes it a lot harder. You need to get lucky on your draws
absolutely.
regardless.
It is definitely harder. It is definitely harder, but I do think like we saw the worst attempt at it. So
I think they just thought they could win first hand there.
no, yeah, 100%. That had. I don't think they didn't realize that. I think, like you said, they thought, oh, first hand right away with the flush house is gonna win. So who cares?
Surely popcorn gets us there.
Despite it being less scoring than Scary Face. Again.
Oh, we gotta be nicer to Author though. It is their birthday.
Happy birthday, author. Can we get everyone a happy birthday in the chat? It was also happy birthday, Dr. Spectre, yesterday as well. And Dom Palombi, happy birthday the day before that. Been a lot of
And
birthdays.
Halion today.
And Haley, wait, it was Halion's birthday today?
I think so.
Wait. Why no one in chat told me it was Halion's birthday?
Bad friend, I guess.
Wow. No, they're not in chat anymore.
Alright, we're going blue deck.
All right. I think that's better for everybody.
You know that when you don't have interest money, you gotta get at least the money from the hands.
Well, they're gonna play the last hand. Don't worry about that. But all right, this has been. It feels like you know when you're sick, and like you wake up from a nap, and you're like, "What is happening?" That has been this match so far. I mean, a pure fever dream energy. So I'm very curious to see how this one goes. I've never had such a problem commentating a game.
It's just there's so much on both sides of the screen is the problem, and they're both play fast. It's like the hardest scenario to. But we're easy out in one here. Surely we don't calc the flush.
Author even gained a slightly better flush. All right, speed Balatro time. Open the buffoon pack.
Trading card. We've got
grab.
early econ. That's gonna matter a lot. That's $3 around that we haven't been getting in a lot of other games. There's been a long wait before
They
the first econ joker actually.
The hangman, which I get because the trading card will give you. We're not gonna use the trading card.
That's understandable to have more money in this next shop.
Yeah. Wait, what did
Going
author
for the
do?
straight here. Oh,
Yeah,
they go for the clubs flush, and then it does come. They could be a risk here, but they do still have 4 hands, so it would take some bottom decking to lose here. But yeah, that's
okay.
just $1 gained for author because they were able to get out sooner. But they didn't use
They opened up a
trading
standard
card.
pack. They opened up a
opened
standard.
I see.
Got a lucky ace.
I like the zany pickup just to be safer, especially after the draws that blind. Going another standard pack. This time we're seeing Burb play for interest a bit more, not opening the standard. Maybe that's they just don't like standard packs unless I'm on interest. We get out in one here easily.
I am curious by
quite
that 6 pickup, but
an econ lead, and that econ is probably going to go here as we spend down for these spectral packs. You go small pack here first, you have a higher chance of trying the Wraith in the second one. And author goes first one, doesn't get punished.
nice purple seal on the jack for author. I think we're gonna see the same. Oh, Wait, how's there a Wraith? Was there a Wraith for Burb? Oh, the trance block. The trance block.
The order mattered. Author opened those in the unoptimal order and got insanely
well, I mean,
rewarded. I guess never mind. They got punished. They got $4. They got nothing.
Yeah.
It is blue deck obelisk. We'll see if they can play this right. We're not saving our discards for this purple already. Triple ace of clubs in the card pack. Another spectral, by the way. There's the Wraith. So not too punished for Burb because they do find that Wraith in the queue soon after.
I will be curious to see if Author is able to use the Cryptid on the Jack here.
It would be very lucky of them. Sells obelisk for interest after last round. The betrayal, not going to bother. I think early obelisk can be very punishing when you go for that value and there's so many paths the game can go.
Red Seal! Oh no! Burb does get punished.
Deja Vu was the next card in queue. That is going to be the next thing that pops up for Burb, but
I mean, we have to see in our spectral
opening spectrals in the unoptimal order just being so rewarding for Author.
Gotta love Balatro.
Hey, it's not 100% of a solved game. There is some luck involved. There are different paths to take. We see a moon card. Flush house with the 6 could be valuable. We know Author's quite ahead in standard packs, so they are going to find this sooner. $1. We have $1 for this Hermit.
See, that's
judgment for a golden joker, so never punished.
That's what I was saying. That's what both these players have been looking for, is the random luck of a judgment to a golden joker. They've been chasing that high.
$7 Hermit. No judgment and a golden joker.
I would like to see Author use a strength here with the zany joker.
There's not very many good options. No pair that you can strength up to get that consistent 5 of a kind draw, but
I would have done the deuces.
Also, Devil on the King is very...
Yeah, no, that makes sense. But yeah, I was thinking maybe the aces and the 2s for to make it an easy flush house, but...
Herb doesn't use their Mercury. That little bit of extra scoring. Likely not going to matter. I think there's a clear joker difference here. The Moon card could win it, though, still. We have the Empress holographic 6. And we can play a flush house with it. Author down 2 scoring jokers could win this PvP.
Maybe we are going for the flush house? We got rid of that king.
I think that's fine to get rid of. Going for the jacks out as well. You just want to be able to discard enough to find the holographic 6.
Okay, so we're going for...
We've got freeze. We're dropping the 3s. Still hasn't found that 6. You also need to find the club 6 for the flush house. He's finally gonna get that turn order back. I don't think we're seeing this nope. 6. They don't get their draw. Are they gonna use the moon card here? I think you probably just have to concede this PvP.
Actually, if I'm Author here, I play quickly and not score enough to stop my opponent from getting value. But seemingly...
I mean, you've seen what's in the seed. I guess there's also blue seal. There is almost always value to gain.
Yeah.
2 pair levels. Are we going pair gaming with the obelisk?
Well, 2 of them makes a Uranus card if you combine them.
Author having to purchase the golden joker. That's $6.
That's expensive.
The judgment was just better than the hermit there. They got earlier Golden Joker payout and a $6 Joker for free versus the $7 Hermit for Author.
Now Author draws the 6. We
The
actually
6
saw...
and the Red Seal, which they both bottom deck both of those last time.
So Author passed up on the 7 gold card, and Burb actually bought the 7 gold over the holographic 6. I thought that was a little interesting tidbit on where their two heads are at. I'm a little surprised by Author not grabbing the gold just to have a gold card. An extra one. Oh. There you go.
The Moon building the flush house for the future. Devil, Red Seal is nice.
This isn't many points at all.
Yeah, I don't know how we're getting out. Might actually die here. There's a rebate showing up for Burb. That might be a shop later because Author didn't Judgment. So they're going to be behind on Econ from that.
Well, the comeback
maybe
money is
behind
going
our
to
life
help
here.
even it out. Because I don't
Yeah.
think they're surviving the blind.
I think you just got to play this and hope for a miracle hand or look for the flush house. I don't know if they've got a flush house in the deck. Yeah, they just didn't.
They
They were looking
did,
for the
but
full
they...
house. Yeah, that's a life gone, down to 2. And Burb is once again up on lives early. But that's a nice cash out. See there, we're not seeing the Golden Joker next to the tribe. Or the rebate next to the tribe. But are we going to roll here? Author's been opening a lot of card packs that Burb hasn't been.
If we're not going to grab... Okay. So if we're not buying that, I don't know what we're doing.
Another Red Seal gold card. And there's the rebate. Rewarded for rolling down this time. I think with the Temperance, that was a more understandable one. Looking for that last Joker before you rip it.
Also, this
And
chariot,
okay, that roll was a little crazier. But
this chariot should help avoid a life loss, though.
it's hard to get deep in the deck with this trading card. That's 4 cards less every time we use it. There is only 48 cards in the deck because of it, though. Do have the Chariot to help live. And there's an Eternal Ancient Joker. I think we should get out of this Obelisk. That's at 1.2x that we've had for the entire game. I don't think this Obelisk... We're selling trading card. And the Scary Face.
Huh?
We're keeping the Obelisk. Will we
Joker.
see another player punished by the Obelisk? I mean...
the Obelisk and the Zany. I mean, I actually would sell Zany before Obelisk here.
Zany goes for Mary Andy.
I like that play. I don't...
Playing all your hands with Obelisk and Mary Andy is kind of difficult.
It's a little weird. I would have loved to
Author might be dead here again also. I don't know what hand we're looking for. We're looking for the perfect flush house draw, and that's all they can hope for. And they miss.
Need to chariot that king.
They can flush and chariot, and it should be enough. Yeah.
They also seemingly got like
expensive.
no rebate value.
Yeah, $12. I mean, they did roll down hard, and they're playing their kings here. So it was a tough rebate to use. There's the Ancient Joker. We do see it. The Scary Face also a lot stronger for Author with that Red Seal. Ancient on Spades, which is just a miss. We have the Star card upstairs and Red Seal clubs. Spades is going to be quite a brutal hit. Selling Golden for the Scary.
I really thought they were going to roll with exactly $6. It's like I'm watching two people who think they have Vagabond.
Because the trading card gets us back up to interest cap, though.
Yes. Oh, wow. This is going to be a pretty nice flush for Author with the...
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of your best
Steal.
hand. We do lose some, I guess, more scary face cards. But you kind of want to save this discard and look for more of the queens in the deck. So I think playing this now, definitely not a bad play to make. Burb does have more chips with the foil because we're only playing one scary face card.
Mm-hmm.
Also having the obelisk. So Burb does have the advantage here other than the red seal steal, which that does a lot.
The obelisk is going to kind of cancel out the red seal steal. But I do... the scary face
Only
and the very
drawing
ending
one
kind of
flush.
cancel. Oh my god, it's so close.
15,000. I think we do have a flush here with the star card. It's hard to use. Author
Okay,
does have turn order. They are gonna have turn order. Burb playing this down on their last hand. Doesn't use the devil and plays the king.
and plays out of turn order. Is that going to cost them?
We still have the flush with the star card with the red seal. Okay, you can with the star you win. You have the tribe and the red seal steal. A flush just wins. And do they see it? No, they don't. They don't.
Yeah, 4 would
Down to
give us
1 life. 4 to 1
Oh.
once again. Author needing to find the tribulate. Seltzer shows up real soon for Burb. I imagine Author's also going to roll and find this same Seltzer. But this is not the time in the ante you want to find that. Also, Burb keeping the obelisk. You're not going to be able to scale it much, but it is at least doing more than the tribe, and you can keep it alive. There's a sun card. We have Ancient on Hearts. If you skip at this point in the game on 1 life, it is so hard to be able to take 3 more lives off your opponent, so they're likely not going to do that.
I don't have much
Also,
to add.
flush level.
Although it does
Flush
seem like-
levels are going to matter here with such similar builds. I guess the obelisk is the difference maker. We have a chariot and devil to use. Not getting much rebate value because of the seltzer, and also Author didn't find the seltzer yet, so they're going to get more value from this blind, though maybe semi at risk of just dying if they play it wrong. Eternal golden ticket. We've got the seltzer.
You can't.
Didn't even look. That was a pretty strong smiley face, but we have the flush levels now, so it does a negligible amount. Wild King. You have a death and a hangman,
And
but they're just nothing really in that pack. Does Author get out with this flush? I'm stuck on this frame, so I won't know. Oh, straight flush should do it.
there's no way. Yeah, it doubles the score. I'm refreshing to get every frame ahead.
You can like look at the frame and you try to predict where he's going. It's a mini game.
There's a seltzer.
See the seltzer? We're gonna sell trading card for it. Yup. Oh, I pre-fired that. I'm too good.
I wonder what was in the standard pack.
It's a good question. There is a seance. Not gonna be a very doable thing. There's a polychrome golden joker that Burb passed on. I think this obelisk is just... I guess it doesn't cost anything to do because we're already preserving seltzer. But the Mary Andy seltzer combo is nice and could matter to keep the Seltzer alive longer, because if Burb can prolong the Seltzer more
And a
than Author,
sun
they just need
card.
it to work for one blind. Bean easily better than Mary Andy here, or you can do both. You can drop Obelisk, you can do both.
I think you drop.
Passes the bean! What do you mean? What do you mean? No.
I actually I agree with that play because I think
No,
Obelisk
you
wins
don't.
it
You
here.
don't. You're wrong.
Obelisk
You're wrong.
is gonna win the game here.
You drop Mary Andy or Rebate. Either of those is fine. You have we
Mary
have the
Andy
Sun
Rebate are
card.
a
We don't need the
synergy.
Mary Andy.
Haven't you watched a single Raffle stream? You
Well,
can learn from the
the
chat.
hand size. We're doing Seltzer. You can't keep anything. This bean probably gives you more score than Obelisk. We can probably draw Flush House first hand. Insane. And he typed it out. Do I take the bean for the bean tournament? You do. But Author doesn't find it, which could have been their saving grace. But with this Sun card, probably GG here.
Yeah. How many red? I mean,
You're learning, Vagabond.
Author has to somehow get the perfect hand where they don't even have a second flush after this. Well, they do, but they would have to get like the red seal steel and.
Let's see. They do double up Burb's initial flush, but they still have the Sun card and the Chariot. And you probably even get more rebate value with Bean than the Sandy.
I don't know about that.
Red Seal Steel. I mean, yeah, with the Sun and Chariot, it should be.
You know what? I think you're right that you sell Mary Andy for the bean going into this blind because of the steel cards makes it easier.
Bean just makes everything easier.
It does. Well.
We have the Flush House. We used the Chariot a little prematurely. That's going to cost 1.5x.
Yeah,
Wouldn't have
why
this
did we
problem with a
do
bean.
that?
Wouldn't have a problem with this bean. Well, they wanted to
Well-
get purple value, and they wanted to save the Sun. It makes sense that they used it. They just didn't know they were looking or going to stumble into that Flush
Yeah.
House.
It's probably GG regardless.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, no. If they
No
if
wells.
Author can find the flush, it's gonna be very hard. They should have used the hung man on that 8 just to have one extra draw here. No, you can't get rid of
Do a
your red
wild
seal. That's
card.
the only way to win. Wait, what? You gotta
How many
just get
hearts do
lucky.
they have? I
They
didn't
have
catch up.
exactly 2 left. But
Yeah, it's going to be GG dropping that.
I don't know why they dropped the steal. They had to know that was the only way. I mean, they wouldn't have gone the draw anyway. Doesn't matter. Oh, good game to Burb. The black stake really throwing Author, I think, for a loop.
Yeah, I mean, Burb forced black, and it did work out for them. Just the life losses for Author, being able to do that tempo win that they weren't able to pull off game 1, and does the
Good game.
reverse sweep after that reverse sweep game 1, and wins the set 2-1, making it to top 8.
That was like that entire 3 games was as long as Sizak takes in the blind. So
Well, that's
Yeah, but-
perfectly timed, actually.
yeah.
Let me pull up the bracket. Let's see where these players are going next. Yeah, Burb, Author, all the way at the bottom of the bracket, are running into the winner of Edie versus Vagabond, which is the set we are watching tomorrow. And Burb took that. Burb had some interesting plays that game, but their playstyle was good enough to win that match. But they're going to have a tough opponent next round. Edie, Vagabond are both very good players. except sometimes when they pass a bean. But Burb
Well,
also has that issue. So they're both equally nerfed.
all right, we got Star Toad versus Sizak, the game of the S's. Alliteration.
This is a good match. This is one of the highlights of the tournament for sure. I think this side of the bracket has given some great matches. We saw Ian versus Sizak last week.
Sizak's had in my opinion, just the way that the seeds fell, a very tough road. Like, there's been no upsets. They have just gone straight up against the other top seed every single step of the way.
Yeah, for sure. But they're still in it, and we'll see
no.
if they can keep that going. I'll put in Sizak on the left.
I also have Sizak on the left. Sizak feels like a left-handed.
Yeah.
Let's now I'm gonna ask. Can you confirm or deny you are a lefty? We'll wait for a response in 3 minutes.
You're talking an awfully lot, Dano.
What?
Nothing. I just had the raid from Author, and I was stuck in an infinite loop.
Oh. We do love an infinite loop on these casts.
It was kind of a nice beat, though. I wish I didn't stop it.
Should have someone can clip and sample it. Wait, did Block Attack change their name to Clock Attack while playing Sizak? That's hilarious. That's a big +2 to Block.
I think Star Toad is a very fast player, so
No,
I'm
absolutely.
curious to see how Sizak does under that timer pressure.
Star Toad was legitimately the first person I think I ever lost a life to timer against.
And they're also probably in preparation for this match, just knows to play fast.
Oh, I would be in the like CS2, CSGO like aimbot training rooms just to work on my clicks per minute.
Clicking on the obelisk sell button, just practicing.
It just 8-ball comes up and then I have to click on all the 8s and hit play fast enough. Okay, when I play against Zeno and Emma Balatro, I gotta turbo him out. Doc, I don't think you can out turbo me. Though you have been playing a lot of Gold Stake speedruns. But the only time I think I really play slow is because of 8-ball. First of all, you have to admire the 8-ball. You have to sit there. You have to sit there and like caress the curve of the 8 before you play it to make you. If you don't respect the 8-ball, it won't give you the taros. Vagabond's excited for this one.
Oh yeah. What's your prediction for deck stake? I like to pre-fire it sometimes.
I don't think Star Toad's gonna try. I think it's gonna be white stake red deck. Like I don't see either of these players wanting to go anything crazy.
I think Sizak's gonna try to force higher stakes. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a purple or green. You know, maybe either wants to play very high stakes or white stake and doesn't want to play black. I think that would make sense. But I'm gonna pre-fire. We're going red deck. Probably just red deck.
Yeah, I definitely think the deck's gonna be normal.
I'm going green stake.
I feel like Sizak for a while would force higher stakes, and I think it's a smart move for them. But I think Sizak lately has been very confident to play with less variance. I will say higher stakes. Nah, I don't know if higher or lower stakes really matters in terms of like the game speed, in terms of if there's an advantage there to be able to slow things down, speed things up. So
Yeah, white stake, you know, you got $1 million to spend, and black stake, you got to figure out whether Eternal Photograph is worth it. Toad prefers higher stakes.
That's I when in my experience, I haven't played Toad in a while in ranked, but I know they're okay playing higher stakes. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I haven't heard any strategy going into it. I just really don't know if either player has an advantage over the other on higher stakes, and therefore I feel like both of them would rather not get tilted by something about higher stakes having more variance being the reason one of them wins. And in that sense, they're both going to settle for lower.
I think Start Toad is just going to try to make their opponent uncomfortable. A lot of players like to do that. They like to play your Nebula decks, your green decks, and I think they're going to try to force that here.
The key with green deck, and I'm about to spill the beans, spill the legumes to everyone that is like, I hate green deck. Green deck, you just play like every other deck, chat. Like, that's been the key the whole time. Is you play the, yeah, exactly. You play the early game slightly different, and then guess what? You play it exactly the same.
I mean, I'm surprised we didn't see Berber Author go green
they
deck.
Were
play
perfect
like green
candidates.
Deck players.
But that's the thing is people don't realize they spend down when you should be keeping $20 for hermits. I mean, it shouldn't change how you approach the money. You should be always looking to have $20 going into Arcana packs or rerolls. When do they start? They start 2 minutes ago. We're on a delay because we don't want stream sniping.
Actually, they're just doing their bans at the moment, so.
Well, shucks.
Might be a minute.
So Star Toad bans white. Well, there you go, very quickly. I feel like we're going to end up with black stake.
We could go gold, you know. Sizak seen their opponent wanting to go high stakes, bans black.
I like
might
that.
Be purple.
I think it's going to be purple. Because Star Toad's going to ban green.
No, Star Toad bans gold, so we're going purple. Or green.
Or green.
Maybe my green pre-fire was right.
That would be a pretty sick prediction.
Definitely didn't back out of it.
Sizak's typing, Sizak's thinking. Sizak's using the restroom.
That's an old school monitor. That's actually what Sizak plays on. That's why it takes so long.
That's actually his controller. He uses the dials on the CTV to select the cards.
Mm.
Sizak playing at Sizak speed. It's like, I think Bean already said, Star Toad's going to play fast. So in that sense, I know this isn't going to take forever.
Sizak can play fast. And if they realize, like, game one, they're probably going to realize I got to up the pace, and
Yeah.
They will just do that. We're going purple. Sizak choosing purple over green.
I like it.
Are we going to go more simple decks? Starto does have the ban, so they could just ban red, blue, yellow right here.
Even then, you leave a lot of what I consider like the vanilla adjacent ones where it's not too crazy. You go something like a magic. Ban black, green, plasma, checkered, zodiac. Sorry, stole your thunder.
Those are very, very standard bans.
I was going to say very safe. That almost makes me think that like Starto's the one who banned white stake and all of a sudden they don't, like you said, I don't feel like any of the plays there were to make Sizak uncomfortable.
I think I can tell you Sizak's picks right now. They're going to be magic, green.
Yep. Green's banned.
Oh, wait, green's banned, though. It's going to be magic. Magic. I know magic's going to be in there.
I think we maybe a red. My guess would be magic.
Red, blue, red, yellow.
Well, if he wants to force magic, you could do something like a painted. And also, if they pick painted, I think... Oh, they're both... I think both of them are very good in painted deck.
I think both these players are experienced enough in every...
Yeah, there's no...
Every combination.
I just know Sizak wants to play Magic. Startoad highly doubt they would choose Magic. So I don't think there's a combination you could give them. Could go Magic, Nebula, Painted. Go crazy.
Yo, Magic, Nebula, Anaglyph, and then maybe you get a Magic.
Oh, no. I don't want to risk playing Anaglyph. I honestly rather play Nebula.
What about Checkered? Checkered's banned. I also have Checkered in my ban list.
Wait, hold up. One reset.
Startoad's
profile name, a little bit of a jinx for themselves. Startoad a sweep.
No, PvP sweep always works. You gotta pre-fire the win.
I don't know about that one.
It's been pretty consistent for me, I have to say so.
Beam, change your stream title, says Just Ski.
Yeah, I'm on it. I still had the title of the big shop 1v1 for like half of the last set.
It kind of was a big shop 1v1 the way they played it. It is Magic Anaglyph Zodiac. Zodiac's banned though. Ooh, make it Nebula. Make it Nebula.
Did I call it? Did I call it?
Does Startoad hate Anaglyph? Because if that...
I feel like most players do.
I feel like there was a time, back when I was playing ranked, that everyone was trying to play Anaglyph for some reason. And I hated it.
I called it. Magic Anaglyph Nebula.
I would have went Painted Nebula, but I like that. I mean, Startoad to me, this is a clear Magic selection.
I mean, I think Magic is Sizak's main deck. So we could see Startoad try to avoid that. You know, maybe they play Nebula.
I feel like Nebula works really well for Sizak. To me, Anaglyph is kind of a vanilla deck. It's just with some dumb things that happen with the rear skips. Oh, it is Magic.
Magic?
I think Sizak did a really good job there of clocking based off of Startoad's bans that they don't want any variance going into that purple stake. And they were able to manipulate it into Magic.
I mean, I think if you're Sizak, you're stoked about a purple magic.
No,
I think that's exactly what Sizak wanted to play.
I was gonna say I don't know how, but I think we ended up with maybe Sizak's best stake and deck combo. Like if you asked me for this game, I'm pretty sure I would say maybe purple or gold and magic deck. I thought maybe there's a chance Sizak would go green just to lower, but there's not too much variance on purple in my opinion. Like purple is tougher, but gold is a whole another level, and that was banned by Sartoad. Luckily, Sartoad is better at every deck and stake. All right. Well, is that my chat or your chat? I can't do it if it's your chat. I was going to say pigs are God. Now if Sartoad loses, you get permanently banned.
That's Max Wu in there in the tournament.
Oh, well. At least for my at least for my chat.
I don't think there's much of a problem with giving your friend high praise.
Doesn't seem like Startoad is getting the game to work, so it may take a second.
They were disabling Handy. They prefer not to play with it, which is surprising because they're a fast player. They said speed is a skill and Handy is a crutch. So they're going to be down Handy here and still be timering Sizak.
I mean, I will say I agree, but I will say if Handy is available to me, I probably use it in a $10,000 tournament.
Probably this is
I agree,
like
it's a
Vagabond not using calculator. When Handy is such a strong thing, speed against Sizak is such a strong tool, and calculator in any match is a strong tool, and Vagabond still in the tournament without it. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta aura farm.
Handy is a mod that does a lot of things, but one example is it allows you to drag select, which just allows you to play a lot faster.
Yeah, I was playing some Balatro clones the other day, and I kept trying to swipe select the cards. My brain's rotted.
I saw the Roblox video. Did you get any Robux?
I spent them all reviving in my Balatro run. Sorry, Card Lake run.
Card Lake.
Nondescript card game run. All right, we should be starting any second now as the delay catches up. After Startoad left and joined this lobby 50 times.
I think we're there.
Magic, purple. This is not something I'm versed in. I think I very rarely pick Magic, and then there's just no possibility of me ever playing purple stake.
I love purple
but it is
stake.
A nice balancing ground. Dealing with rentals is just not fun.
I agree.
So I get why a lot of players like to avoid them.
I think purple stake has kind of become the go-to, especially for a lot of people because of that, where you don't want to deal with the rentals, perishables, and what they can do to make it almost seemingly unfair. But purple still adds all the difficulty of that without dealing with those two. It's kind of the perfect stake, in my opinion, for those who want to play high stake. And I do think the magic touch. Wow. I really hope both players open up that pack. I think you would with what's offered.
There's nothing to stop you.
Oh,
I guess reroll surplus.
Reroll surplus.
But you gotta always open first buffoon pack. This is almost law at this point. Start Toad taking time to see if their opponent skips. I think they should just try to keep their lead, but they were maybe being a bit cautious there.
Interesting.
I don't know what Sizak's thinking here.
You know, fortune teller could be pretty. I don't even know. I can't even pretend to say something sarcastic. I will say, interesting on purple stake where we see these fools go. I think me and you, well, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to speak for you, Bean. Oftentimes looking for magicians. You know, gold cards.
I will oftentimes very much greed for the first hermit, or if I have a good card to death. I only fool the magician if I have retriggers, I think.
That's valid.
But I'm also noticing Start Toad is not just playing fast here to time her down. They are taking their time and just thinking over these decisions is going to win them the game, and not using that timer. That is also a nice thing about playing with Sizak, is you can play your best and think and not have to worry about timer. Early rocket, you do only have brainstorm. You could die to the boss blind. I think this buffoon pack is a safe open, and if
you could get very unlucky with two Eternals, or of course get buffoon packed with two good cards. But
I mean, at worst case, you're further in the queue, and down a rocket, not that bad. I think Sizak might be more inclined to take this rocket. But
I like the rocket play. I like it.
Also, you want to get in queue so you can find a good card to copy with this brainstorm, like another Econ Joker. You see Grimbo and Runner.
I mean, it is safe. The Grimbo's safe for the.
I think Runner is good here. That's just chips you can build up at no additional cost at the moment, with no value to gain. But Start Toad's just gonna ignore it to make sure they live this blind. Maybe slightly looking for this straight. And Sizak goes for the rocket. They are going to see the Grimbo and the Runner next to each other.
Yeah, so we're going to be behind in that Joker queue.
Actually, not next to each other, it's next to a Hangman, so...
Yep.
This Lusty Joker is nice early on to live the blinds. Maybe looking at this Hangman or the Arcana pack. You do want to open the Arcana packs to find a use for the Fools. A Hangman is something, but it doesn't give much value at the moment.
It's a jumbo, too, so you're going to have a wide selection. And
yeah, we could put Herman in the Fool and just wait. Whoa, we're ripping it immediately.
A second Grimbo. Holy smokes. Yeah, I get that play. Get the interest right away that way.
Sartoad gets a straight level. That makes it easier to scale this runner without spending too much. I think it's because Startoad wanted to spend quite a lot in that shop with the Hangman and everything.
I think you're going to see
Sizak does the same play, but has a little bit more money, so...
Tiny bit more,
I mean, it's a small difference.
End up being $4 more. No.
There's the Lusty. Sizak passes the Lusty and is just hoping to live off the runner alone.
Yeah, that's very surprising because the Lusty's not costing.
He has a straight level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
They both have this straight level. Gonna make it pretty easy to live. and saving full interest. I know Sizak is a big believer in interest, unlike our last competitors. So they are going to pass on a lot of things early on. They have said that they always pass the first voucher,
Yeah,
almost
even
always,
the reroll ones.
to get up to that interest.
I think this Jumbo Buffoon would end up being very nice for Sizak to get kind of caught.
It's the hallucination before the pack. That is nice to get extra value here.
Probably
Gives absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, both players at the same point in queue opening this pack.
Yep. Maybe could have opened the Arcana first in case of a Hermit, but it's like $2. It's not the end of the world. And there's not even a Hermit.
The Temperance upside. There's your certificate.
Right.
Certificate Brainstorm, that's a quick way to fill up the deck. There's also 2 card backs. There's a lot to check here. Red Seal Queen. Certificate still likely worth it for those purple and blue seals. But we found the card. I think you can pass the Mega Standard, but...
Yeah, Mega Standard's nice, but...
Sizak's still just with this runner to beat the big blind.
With straight levels, Sizak really only needs one singular straight.
I think they need 2. They didn't one-shot last blind, so...
But I think then you just copy runner with 30 chips. Okay, well, that's a little bit of a mistake there. Well, maybe not. Maybe they didn't win.
Get out in 2 hands, I think.
Sorry, that's what I meant. It's like they need one straight 2 hands.
There's that certificate pickup, and there's no malt jokers yet. So this lusty joker is going to be quite strong for this PvP. Because unless Sizak rolls, which would be surprising, that is just malt that they are up. Especially with the consistent chips from runner. Sizak using both his plus 20 procs. I don't know if StarToad has used those either. That's another potential advantage in the PvP.
Didn't he
What
use
do you sell?
that moon? And I think with Brainstorm and Hallucination, I feel like, well, I guess you don't have to open the packs here. Oh, we're going to.
I didn't see that Scholar. The Scholar could be very strong for winning this PvP. Especially with the strength. I guess you're probably going to strength Jacks. Maybe even strength the Queen. And a purple free with the World card. Yeah, not selling the Moon before opening that second pack.
I don't think I need certificate here if I have a Red Seal Queen and a purple 3.
I think you have to take it.
I mean,
but I mean, Bacon, a very good player, keeps certificate the entire game if he can. It's just always at least providing some value. Seal's almost always good. At this point, a red seal is the worst hit, but Sizak passes both the Scholar and the certificate. I thought he was going to pick up both of those. And we get a blue seal and a red seal 3. Almost the straight flush for StarToad. But I think passing on that Scholar should give StarToad an easy advantage here for sure. I mean, they have the flush first hand too. And a Magician for the red seal.
Didn't see the glass 5. Do both our players have that?
I'm not sure. It might have been a pickup over the purple. Sizak's opened every card pack. But there is a straight here with 4 sun cards, which I really like. We can keep the blue seal and play the straight still. Maybe deciding where they want to use this magician. We're strengthening the 5, using the strength on a single card for the straight flush. That
Huh.
is a lot of score that should easily sweep this PvP, though at some cost to playing this blue seal and using that strength. Also the plus 20. Yeah, 11,000. All Sizak has is the runner, so they're just going to know to go for value here.
Yeah, I think importantly for Sizak, well, this is tough because are we really going to keep the runner that long? It is decent chips, but are we willing to sacrifice? Okay, there is going to be a flush house.
Oh, Sizak going for the lucky flush house. Maybe? Oh, we're saving the red seal for the queen? Or the magician for the queen?
Queen, yeah.
5 of a kind, likely. That's what Sizak's going to do. We did see on the red seal lucky card for Star Toad, the next 2 procs are misses. So it would have to be the extra proc from the red seal queen that hits plus 20 for Sizak to have a chance here. They're not going to strength on the
Huh?
jacks. And we already played our king, so it's not a 5 of a kind.
Maybe
We
they're
can
going to
play a 4 of a
strength
kind. We don't
the...
get... Well, you can't... You can't use this strength here without
No, I
the red
agree.
seal.
Maybe, but that's what I was saying. Maybe they're going to use the strength to turn it into a king in case of Baron Mime.
It also feels bad to have strength magician. I think I would just magician these kings because we have this hallucination.
Yeah, that was my whole point with keeping even the club, the moon last time. It does feel really bad to have to keep it.
It's going to bring them into shop.
Well,
Either the lucky
Arcana pack. Oof.
It's an $8
punished.
tribe. It's a hermit from the first proc. Sizak likely going to get that still.
Yep.
There's another purple seal, so this certificate not being too rewarding for Star Toad. Star Toad doesn't open the buffoon pack there. That is very surprising. We have hallucination and jokers that can go. Interesting. I don't think this plus 60 chips runner matters, especially when we have the blue seal.
Is Sizak not going to open it?
There's a bloodstone. He was just rolling beforehand. Bloodstone is a little nicer for Star Toad with the Lusty, though they may just sell the Lusty. Bloodstone is strong enough to build into with the Brainstorm alone. Oh, Star Toad didn't open that pack because they want to get up to the $20. That makes more sense.
Yeah, Sizak with this rocket has had a pretty nice econ boost from it.
For sure.
It did, in fact, pay for itself.
Star Toad gonna get out of certificate and good hermit value. Slightly behind in shop though.
These blue seals are going to be really helpful for Star Toad with the Bloodstone to get flush levels.
Yeah, flush levels early on can be a lot of tempo.
Yeah, with the
also Star Toad up a red seal heart lucky 4 because of the certificate. That is a nice card. And I mean, until we find the sun for the queen, it's going to be great, and even a hack showing up puts Star Toad in a great spot as well. So I think that certificate, though they didn't keep it long, didn't do nothing. Ooh, you can magician or devil the red seal queen, or neither.
I guess it's neither.
Maybe thinking they can't afford to hold it this blind because they haven't found their flush yet.
I think that's valid.
And they might miss the flush here. It would take some real bad luck.
I don't know how. Oh my
Wow.
god.
Brutal.
What
I think
in the world?
2 pair. We've got the Hierophant and the Magician. There's a world we can get out here.
Yeah, actually, it's not that far away.
I would Magician the hearts and use the Hierophant.
Luckily, they have 90 on that runner.
I think copying, yeah, Lusty is just better. And then you can use the Hierophant. I mean, you just need a lucky hit. That's really all it is.
Man,
Yeah, start to
Zizek has held this magician now for a long time trying to find the red seal and almost a little punished by how many procs we're not
just
getting.
discarded it. I guess copying Bloodstone maybe gives you more outs here. To start to use the Devil. Didn't draw Red Seal. I mean, this lucky hit,
Yeah, I feel
does
like
it
the
even out the lives? No
it's
lucky.
12.
Second lucky hit, it does get them out of the blind.
That was a quick shot from Zizek. I know they opened up a Buffoon pack. I don't know what they chose from the Arcana.
Yeah, we're seeing very similar tarots from the hallucination queue.
Actually
Sizak
gonna be
deciding to
cool.
devil the queen instead of magician, which makes sense because you haven't been able to turn it into a hard yet. Sizak also likely going to run into those same rough draws here, and he's greeting the red seal. So Sizak might be put in the exact same scenario. Yeah, these draws look real familiar. I see that 8. I see that 4. Yep, that's that same 2 pair. We do have another hand. So maybe... Oh yeah, Sizak has the drunkard. That's the whole difference maker here.
Yep.
But does he still greed keeping the gold queen?
No. Well, no. Because they have no scoring outside of the Bloodstone. And the flush with the tribe. So.
Not going to risk it.
And smart play.
Flush would have easily come either way. There's a death card for Starto. They do already have that Red Seal 4 as a death target. Though building into that, we'll see if it's rewarding or punishing with the potential sock or hack.
That is the nice part of that extra red seal is now you can move into a hack build.
Is Sizak really not going to play the Luckies just for a higher chance that this makes it out? Without the Lusty, Sizak is just at the mercy of Bloodstone.
There's no way, right? Like he needs
I think
one
you just copy
proc.
Bloodstone for sure, right?
Yeah, Bloodstone on you do. You just either way.
We
they
also
need
know the
one
lucky
Bloodstone
hits.
proc.
You need a bit more. It's like 1,000
it's-
base score.
You're right, you're right.
Oh, 2,000. Okay, you just... Yeah. I mean, it's a gamble, but I'm 90% sure this gamble pays off.
Oh,
And no plus 20 hit, but it's enough Bloodstone.
hallucination. Very. I will say both of these players playing extremely fundamentally sound Balatro, if you will. Constantly have remembered to move the hallucination, checking everywhere for score. Just,
Yeah.
I think doing a good job.
Thinking over everything. There's that death card. Does draw the queen, and with no other target,
Yeah,
Sizak's just going to use that.
I like that play. Is not going to have the death in the Fool, though. Because of the order of things there.
There's also Jupiter in shop. Could end up mattering. Sizak definitely down on base malt at the moment with that Lusty. Also think Startoad passed on the Celestial pack being down on Econ. All right, another PvP. Sizak down the Lusty Joker again. It's likely gonna be the difference maker.
Also down
Especially,
red
I mean, the
seals.
red seals
The
are gonna compound
cherry
that as well.
here can help, but probably not enough.
Also, a hard chariot to use on the red seal, costing $7 or $6. Sorry.
7 if we include interest. You're not wrong.
6 or 7, somewhere around there.
Never heard about those numbers before. Not gonna put it on the red seal.
Starto doesn't even have to draw the red seal. I think that 40,000 probably just wins this PvP.
Yeah.
It doesn't have another hand. I think forcing turn order here might hurt Startoad. I don't think there's any reason not to play this hand right now. Their value's crazy. I mean, we got bonus cards and flush levels on Sysak's side. I don't know if it's doing that much. It's at least a 2x. Well, actually, no, it's less than 2x, but... So that considering a second flush dropping the purple seal value.
No lucky hit again.
We know these are can score pretty consistently.
I do believe they'll draw it, right?
There's the purple seal for Startoad. We're blocking Emperor Death. Uses that Emperor, gets the same as Sizak.
Wow. Little risky
There's
there.
a chariot for the queen, and we get the death off. This is a very nice draw.
Wow.
I mean, you can be a little greedy and look for the straight flush for that extra runner scaling here.
Are we really going to have runner for another blind? Maybe.
I mean, it's not useless.
That is true.
But there's a lot of jokers that are worth picking up with a brainstorm, so I'll be surprised if it lasts too much longer. There's the hand with the 2 red seals. These red seals could potentially be useless other than the Lusty Joker value if Bloodstone just doesn't hit for the last 2 procs.
Curious to see 20. Here you go.
1, 2. They provided 2x there. 180,000 is going to take it, but Sizak getting the $12 here and full interest. Already ahead in shop.
And they're in
But down to
the
2 lives.
exact same spot.
Oh, they're in the exact same spot in shop. Foiled
Hero
Eternal, there's
Merchant.
some sticker desync. No hologram. Honestly, keep certificate up until this point. That hologram looking real nice. I think Bacon probably would have made it this far with certificate. And you would love to see the hologram.
Wow. Hallucination 1 for 4 with a wheel being your one. It's a little brutal for Sizak. And now Sizak, you have to be a very tiny bit worried about Bloodstone screwing you. But
Yeah, that Bloodstone was good in the PvP for 30,000. I mean, can play multiple flushes, but there's a lot to greed for and risk here.
oh, huge sun card out of the purple seal.
That is a big pull with those red seals.
And now you could go dig for the other red seal because you have the sun to back you up regardless. Lots of shaking going on. The mouse going crazy. And no purple seal value for Startoad. That drunkard has made a difference, huh?
It has been quite useful. Yeah, 23,000. I didn't see how good the Bloodstone procs were, but shouldn't be much risk here. Also, Sizak draws both the queens.
Yeah. It was not
How much-
fantastic, I'll tell you that. But oh, he's gonna have
You
to
also get to copy it though. Play one of them.
one. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, Sarto is not wasn't copying Bloodstone because they didn't need to. Don't circle the low end. So what is that? We need 5x. So we need, what is that? 4 hits.
4 for 10. It's a little risky.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What?
Or 4 for 12, I guess.
4 for 12. Yeah, yeah. It's like there's no way it's that good.
There's a Troubadour. You could swap out the Drunkard. Probably not at this point. We just want to be able to get deep in our deck to find
Death
those red
in
seals.
the hallucination queue for Sizak here.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
likely going to get it in the shop.
Yeah. Startoad uses the sun here. Does not sun the steel, which I get because it's already steel, and they are building into the
Startoad.
4s.
Going deep into the hack pipeline.
Yeah.
This game could very easily be decided by what comes first, hack or sock, or it could just be neither.
But if Startoad would have sunned that red seal, they would be up on red sealed. But now with the death coming, Sizak should be even.
Yeah, there's this. The death does get the death on the gold seal. The biggest difference is the luckies versus
The golds.
the golds, because luckies can easily just give more money, especially when you have to play the gold a lot of the times. And we'll see here.
We do for a $20 hit on Startoad's side. It would be unfortunate to not get it. And we have been unfortunate. It's been a long time to not get a $20 hit.
For sure. Okay, actually, Sizak is quite far ahead in shop. Wait. Because that was the slide he saw right away.
Oh, we got. Are we sure? Is someone?
There wasn't sticker desync.
Sizak
There was
doesn't have hone, right?
it's the same foil slide joker, foil eternal.
Okay.
Startoad going for steel on the 4s. I feel like it's a while before that matters, and the lucky
What
money
a dodge on the MLA.
doesn't hit the purple. Very nice. I think they have more purple, so you can take that risk.
Yeah. This lovers is going to be very good for Startoad too. Just
they do just have a flush 5, and it will allow them to hold some of their steel potentially, which is just better than.
Sizak ahead has a second son, and no, we are not talking about baby mamas.
Yeah, this unlocks the flush 5 for Sizak as well.
Wow. I will say Sizak has gone a ton of tarot value. Again, Drunkard. Drunkard being the difference here. This is like, Runner is more scorer in less. Go ahead.
Yeah, just also Sizak has been opening every single pack. Startoad passed up on a couple, and that just matters for when you get the tarots, and it can change things a lot. But the Runner took 2 lives. I mean, it's not doing nothing. I don't know if it was entirely Runner that did that.
I feel like that's made a little.
Does have the option to Magician the red seals. You want to unlock flush 5 here. I wouldn't hate Magicianing one of them. Oh wait, not gonna unlock flush 5.
You're gonna play them, so I feel like you Magician them. Like, the only thing is, if Golden Ticket shows up right now, you'd be annoyed. Not gonna unlock flush 5. You're right. I'm pretty shocked by that.
With that Magician use, it's even more shocking.
Because
I guess it's 2 more lucky procs to play the flush. 2 more lucky procs to flush, but we know these don't get plus $20.
But yeah, going back to what I was saying, it is true. But I can't. This Drunker is actually turned into three tarot cards for Sizak, 3 or 4, and just better draws. I wonder if this is where we see Drunkard actually turn the corner and win PvP for Sizak as we get another death. Did we forget to move hallucination that time? No, we're good.
No mistakes.
No mistakes. Are we finally going to see a player in Bean's tournament open a spectral pack with money and realize that it's okay if Wraith shows up once in a while? You don't have to spend the 0.
I don't hate a roll here because we have the voucher. You can at least hit 1 or 2 rolls.
I'm okay with 1 or 2. I am. I don't think you have to open it right this second.
But Sizak not going to risk being up on interest. Maybe.
He's speaking. There's 1. Yeah, Jupiter worked out. And the Immolate. Now, is this Immolate bad? It's an incredible one for Sizak.
Wow.
Nothing showed up.
A great Immolate. Has the flush 5 of queens that they can now very consistently draw. There's the ticket.
So, well, feel a little bit bad about the 1 magician now. Oh, and rebate. That's so much
wow,
money.
Selling the tribe there. I guess Startoad also got out of the tribe for Golden Joker. Is that right? We sold.
I think he sold it for
keep
something
100
else.
Chips.
And then
we're going
to
flush 5 and we're keeping 100 chips over 2x.
Someone in chat will let me know what it was, because I swear it was something else and then it was golden.
Lusty Joker. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't think Startoad ever had the tribe, but I think this runner has overstayed its welcome now that we're built into those stronger hands and the blue seals as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Doc. Yeah, it's been lusty. Yeah, the thing is, I really think Sizak should have unlocked it, because in this PvP, for example, you're playing the flush 5, right? Like,
it was such a little cost there. I just don't think he saw it because he decided I don't want to play the flush 5 because it's gonna make me play my gold. But then he got rid of the gold and forgot about the potential line.
Yeah, because he didn't need to play both golds. He could have kept 1 gold, played one of the luckies.
Maybe on queens here also kind of
unfortunate.
Brutal.
Maybe an argument to not take it, especially when you have ticket, but you don't have retriggers on that ticket yet.
You can afford to sell the tribe. I don't know who's going to take this PvP. Startoad is just up.
It may come down to lucky hits.
That is very true. Up the chips for Startoad is like a 1 point something X.
The steel, the red seal steel also.
The draws also matter.
Yeah.
Sizak has 2 red seals in the deck. I would discard a queen here for sure. But he's not going to risk it at all.
Yeah,
2 red seals in the deck.
Feels I don't want to say a little weird by Sizak, but I think Sizak's in this tough position where they took so much econ going into this PvP, but they're still trying to win it. And so many things are kind of fighting against one another in terms of how to get value, but also play the best hand.
Yeah, I mean, this is not a strong hand. Sizak bottom decking 2 of those red seals and down runner, unless the lucky procs first, which we did waste our lucky proc on that last queen. So could have potentially had it. Do they still get it though? No plus 20s. Bloodstone sleeping. 53,000. That is a small number.
And I think Startoad's due for some plus 20s in the queue, so
Surely.
They do end up playing luckies.
But these red seal 4s nowhere to be found. Wow.
It's pretty good purple seal.
23 cards left in deck. They probably can. They're gonna play it super safe here.
Why? You have a lovers and a fool. You could
These
literally.
players just don't dig for the red seals, but they're just so glued to the bottom of the deck, so I guess it didn't matter.
It's just kind of interesting for me when you have a lovers and a fool there. Like what? Like worst case, we don't draw it and we use the lover fool.
But does drop 2 red seal steel. This is gonna clear for
Yeah.
sure. We have enough flush levels.
And the
And an
Empress
Empress.
doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean, this flush is just equivalent to a flush 5 almost, with the runner especially.
You do be running. And you want to get rid of the runner. That's more than 2x.
You think the runner is what won this PvP? 120 chips? You think Startode loses that? We had 120 base chips.
You never know. Maybe the runner is what motivated them to get the
And
draws.
there's a scary face that does more than runner already, and Sizek passes it and finds a photo. That is an advantage for going face cards. That's one of the reasons why hack is usually the worst line. Startode is very well built into 4s. Does still have that red seal queen, so it's not going to be impossible to take this
Gonna have
photograph. And the ticket is a lot worse for Startode. They still take the juggler over it. I like the juggler take. Hand size is very valuable.
Wild to me.
They're already built into luckies. I think that's 100% understandable.
Oh, there's one? I thought there was at least... Okay, never mind. I thought there's a red seal gold in there for Startode. Well, they're going to see mail and rebate. They're going to feel fine about their decision in a moment. Though
Sizek, with this death pool, just more of these queens coming in is going to be so much money, though.
Mm-hmm. I will say on Startoad's side, is Golden Ticket, especially with Brainstorm, not better than Golden Joker? Literally just even having 1 gold in the deck? Well, 2. We have 2, but probably only playing 1.
Yeah, also copyable. I think that's 100% justifiable to think that's a misplay there. Because all it takes is 1 devil, and we have so much tarot gen to make it a decent econ card. Startode also gonna get blue seal value on the flush 5. Sizek did roll into a flush 5 level, but they don't have these blue seals. They didn't take certificate. This is gonna matter with similar builds, though the photograph is a big advantage as well.
It is, but these flush 5 scale quickly. If Startoad gets up even like 3 levels, it kind of...
I mean, Sizek already has a level. Just the econ is gonna find some as well.
Yep, it's true. Oh, and I mean, there is that to mention. My comment earlier about, like, I totally understand Sizek skipping the certificate. It has, with the Drunkard, we kind of ignored. That is also why Sizek's been getting better draws. They have just thinner.
So there's the devil for Startoad. That you could have had a red seal gold 4 there to copy with ticket. That is some money lost for sure. But Golden Joker doesn't do nothing.
Still no
and it is
rebate
easier.
For Startoad. I thought they were right next to each other.
Yeah, they are quite behind. I think they're more behind in the common queue of Jokers.
I see.
Somehow. While Sizek can guarantee a win with 0 Bloodstone procs, and we get to full copy this ticket with confidence.
Wow. What a day. We're gonna get 2 levels here. It's gonna be pretty nice for Startoad.
The blue seals are very strong.
Yes. Yep. I like Startoad keeping this chariot for the PvP. I think that's a great play, even with the hallucination.
Yeah, just also you get more money from your luckies here.
And I mean, everything worked out there.
Perfect draw. That was very clean blind. Down the ticket. So also these lucky cards just don't proc, which is unlucky for Startoad because Sizek not playing luckies much at all.
The difference,
and then just no plus 20s.
The difference should be in favor of Sizek right now with the ticket. However, it shouldn't be at this level because Startoad's just gone. It's a bad seed for lucky cards so far.
100%. This is last life for Sizak, so they're likely gonna sell one of their econ jokers before this PvP if we do see some scoring show up.
It's guarantee it's a rebate, especially with it on
Yeah.
queens.
100%. But Sizak is so far ahead in shop now.
Yeah,
I feel like
we're-
a Chad or something like that is very much due.
it's going to be an eternal one to make it a tough decision.
Mm,
Oh, wait.
think
We
with-
were not. I thought we were before PvP for Sizak. We still got a whole nother thing in the
Yes.
shop.
he's got so much more value to find. There's the rebate finally.
Is there a death in that fool for Sizak?
No.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. He keeps hovering over it too quickly. I gotta stare at his screen. So
Well,
don't
I
do
think the text is behind his camera, so you couldn't even tell if you caught it. Is he valuing these bonus cards over a gold queen?
this. No.
Yeah,
Well, enough to
definitely
not
not
fool
a
the
double
gold.
death in there. I mean, there's less red seals on this one, but surely Sizak takes the risk. Oh yeah, you need one proc.
You never know. All right, we got it.
0 for 7?
I think we actually hit way above expected. Crazy that this is purple stake. I think, especially on decks like Magic deck, it's not impossible. To
I think
see
it's
a-
mainly starting the game with a brainstorm.
Oh
that
yeah,
helps.
Well, that helps. You're right. we do have to give some credence there. Wow.
Yeah, Sizak is tied on flush 5 levels just because they keep showing up in
Yep.
shop.
Oh my god, in the sun. We are down a hallucination. Not that I think it really at this point is a major factor at all. No seance,
Yes.
right? Well, seance instead of nah.
I would probably throw the game and take the seance.
I like it instead of rebate. It's just really hard to use.
Yeah, we're just fully built into Heart Queens. It's
Yeah.
impossible. Surprised Sizak didn't take that Magician over the World card.
The way the luckies have been, it's probably a good thing.
Midas Mask.
Nah.
I'd probably take that over Rebate, because Rebate's going soon anyways. I think that's 100% worth it.
I actually think maybe Sizak just doesn't want some of the queens to be gold. Like, he wants them to stay steel. I think there's 2 in there. In case he has to play them. I don't know. Well, you can always sell it. So, I don't know.
I think Midas Mask is great. Yeah, there's so many non-gold queens. I think that was a very strong Midas Mask. But Rebate is going to make some money as well.
The classic, I call it the Sizak melt when he, like, pulls the face down right before PvP.
It's always when you enter the PvP, because he was just ticking down that timer and all that stress, you just got to brush it off.
Sarto needs to diff this photo with red seal
Yeah.
steel. Correct, yeah.
That is true. It is last life. With this hand size and a good draw, Startoad could still just take this PvP. Especially if Sizak doesn't dig for the red seals again. I think he can guarantee his draw, so misusing discards matters a lot.
Yeah, we have 41 cards in the deck. It's
Only 2 discards on purple.
yeah.
You don't have the drunkard anymore, so probably not guarantee it, but you definitely want to be finding those red seals, especially on 1.
I like that. That's a good play.
Yeah,
by,
that's a great way to force turn order.
I was actually about to play Star Toad for their first hand, thinking it was gonna force a turn order, and Zigzag's gonna give it right back. And I think it is gonna stay that way until the big hands.
Startoad's gonna find a lot of steel here.
Scary. It may come down to how nice Bloodstone is with the actual red seals that are being played by Zigzag. Wow, this has been annoying draws for Zigzag. And
I think you can safely just full dig, but he has turn order, so I guess turn order doesn't give him much info. This is a rough draw for Startoad, actually. A lot of those red seals
the 4 of a
down in the deck,
kind.
we're playing 4 of a kind because we have the levels. I think it is just better to play the flush 5. Have more flush 5 levels, and it's expected to give at least the same amount. So
Exactly, because you're
100% a flush 5 angle.
Yeah, no,
But
not playing
also,
the flush 5 here is a huge mistake, actually, in my opinion.
I don't hate the variant. This flush is also a good line. I don't hate the variance of not playing that, assuming that Bloodstone is going to be bad on the last few procs and your opponent's playing more Bloodstone cards. That is maybe what Startoad's looking for because they know they drew bad.
Okay. There's a lot more to think ever since we had the Bloodstone change, for sure.
I think it's a flush here, though, for sure.
Yeah, based off the score.
Only 2 red seals, though. I don't know what Zigzag's going to do when they see this score, because it doesn't give much info.
No, it's not going to change. That's a great point. I don't know why Zigzag's...
I mean, you have the turn order, they might score absolutely nothing. There's no sense in waiting. I guess the 4 of a kind with the level diff, it's 2x on the base malt. And it's like a 2.5x at least for 1 less card to trigger.
By the way,
so the 4 of a kind, no, but we play a steal, so I think the flush was better there most of the time.
I do too. The Bloodstone change for multiplayer is the Bloodstones are synced in PvP. It gives the same amount of procs every single hand in PvP for both players. It is randomized, but it's the same. Oh, this is gonna come down to draws for Zigzag.
I mean, Startoad bottom deck. Zigzag can get a lot deeper in his deck. Also is down Juggler, which, I mean, Startoad bottom decking with Juggler feels bad.
There's just no way to tell if you would get anywhere, if you get 500k. I do think if Zigzag played that, they would have scored almost the exact same, right?
There's no way to know. Down steel, but you're playing more cards. It just...
Yeah, no, you're right. Even though the top end was the same, it differs because of those steals.
Keeping... do we have lovers in the pool?
I think so. Oh,
we're keeping both. Okay, no way.
Sun card.
Oh, sun card in the pool.
Yeah.
Okay, allows us to keep the steel, which is expected to be as good as a red seal. Feels bad to use the fool on that, but only, I mean, 3 red seals should do it if Bloodstone hits much at all for the last few cards. Also, flush 5 level is a considerable increase. This should definitely keep Zigzag alive. I mean, copying photo here is not terrible either.
No, with photo, you need 2 Bloodstone hits. You even know that from the first one that you get them.
Actually, yeah, that is. You should know exactly how many Bloodstone hits. That's a good tech that I need to get on, is counting my Bloodstone procs.
Yeah.
Off the flush.
I mean, Zigzag wins either way here. But I do think the photo is very clearly the play when you know that you hit.
Well, actually, yeah. Well, it becomes complicated when you're copying Bloodstone or not. I don't know.
Oh, you're right. Maybe they're copying Bloodstone the first time, so we don't know for sure it's the 2. Is he? Oh, hello, Sizak?
Calculator. Pulling up in his opponent's stream.
I think he's actually calling Dr. Spectre. Doc, can you answer?
I think everyone should get one phone dock in the tournament, and they gotta use it. Gotta cash in your phone dock in the finals.
He decided to do the Bloodstone, which I don't.
I think you should most of the time. It's definitely clearing. What you try to do is figure out if you can copy golden ticket.
Imagine.
There's another flush 5 level in shop. That is crazy how many there is.
So, even though I think Star Toad made the right play, you guys convinced me about the blue seals. Doesn't matter, apparently.
Yeah.
Just get golden ticket.
There's that photograph. Are they going to try to pivot into flush house? They are.
Yeah, I mean,
Got
there's
the
a
red
sun
seal queen
and
the
a
sun's
here,
in
so.
shop. That does help it for sure.
Oh,
But
second
the
chance
flush
at the
5
ticket.
levels. Flush 5 levels do hurt.
A third
Another ticket. That's gonna get Sizak even further in the common queue.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a free reroll, honestly.
Yeah.
Free reroll, more than a free reroll.
But here's the thing: so red seal steals. Well, they're basically on average the same as copying a bloodstone, right? So like, it's not. Yeah, with the photo, it is going to improve the score, but it's just not going to be this drastic difference.
So pivoting into the flush house, you can hold more red seal steel because all those 4s.
Yeah, because there's quite a few 4s. You're right. Star Toad has to get some $20 procs too.
They were due. Hit it on the high card. Do you magician the queen now? Because you're probably playing this every time.
I think so. You literally are never not playing it.
Yeah. There's the $20 hit's finally coming.
Meanwhile,
I think they got 2 in that blind.
Yeah. Sizak's got to work so hard to get them. Playing this golden ticket, doing.
Only making $8 per trigger.
Oh wow, that flower pot was a long time ago for Sizak.
Yeah, there's definitely a gap here, and just seeing something in the shop could very well decide the game. Just being this far ahead, a whole ante, I think.
Sizak did not draw like 5 of the red seals.
That is brutal. But going different cards for each players, the draws are also a big factor until we get to the point where we can consistently draw. There's a hangman for Sizak. He's getting a lot closer, 39 cards. Gonna get down to 37. Deja Vu, pretty weak here. You can throw it on the queen or the 4.
I think they're gonna Wraith.
I think
the juggler.
Oh, it's expensive Wraith, but you can get back up and it's just nothing. I'm curious to see if Sizak does the same.
I could see a world where, oh man,
there's 3 hits
bean.
there.
You can't. It's better than any
take
rare.
This bean. It guarantees your draws, and these PvPs have been so brutal draws for Sizak.
I think they take it as a rebate.
You got so much money with the ticket. You don't be greedy now. You got to take the bean. Be smart about this, Sizak. Come on. I'm listening in. He's considering the Ecto line.
Oh, and not wanting the. I kind of respect that thought process. I feel like I'm always thinking about Ecto more than Wraith when I'm entering Spectrals. I don't know if that's a mistake by me. I mean, you just can't. You can't do it. You can't Wraith. You know what? It's another free red seal coin.
Didn't use the magician in the pack. Okay, come on, take the bean, Sizak.
What?
What?
Sizak may lose this game now because of draws. I know their deck's small, but it's the steals too of it all.
He said he was gonna take it.
Maybe
He
forgot.
lied. He lied.
I'm not
No,
kidding
I think
you.
he was only taking it if there was an ecto. He was
Okay.
gonna sell the rebate, take the ecto, but just that beam was so good. It was so good. We're already so rich. It's so greedy to keep ticket there.
If
or rebate there.
Startoad finds that bean like in a good time right before like next PvP, for example, that could win them the game with how many.
Sizak's literally up nothing. Bean, no, we're not seeing the bean this ante.
No, it's not.
There has to
this
be
ante,
nothing
big
all of
decks.
next ante.
That's
But honest,
true.
yeah, if they were at similar spots in shop, that's a game losing decision from Sizak.
To be fair, I think he loses either way. There's just not enough steal. But Sizak, I don't think knows that.
Sizak has quite a level diff here. I don't know how much blue seal value Startoad has gotten, but they are on flush houses now. Also, Startoad went for Seance. You got the lives to do it? I don't think there's...
What do we want?
What do you get from this Seance? You get an Ankh, and then you find like a Dusk, and it's just so late in the game.
A Cryptid to win it with a... For
Cryptid,
the steals, maybe?
I mean, there are good hits. There are good hits.
An incantation for...
It feels similar to the Seance I took, which I think was just bad.
All right. Gotta shop quickly here. If we are the...
100 seconds? Yeah, lots of time.
Chad.
There, I knew Sizak was due for it. And we could have just, I guess passing beam was the right play. Because you probably got more value in that blind.
Wow. Bean admits that Bean wasn't the play. Everyone, clip it.
Only
ship it. I
because
want
he
this
was
on the front page.
insanely luckily rewarded. But yeah, Sizak was bound to just hit this Chad being so far ahead. There's the family. That is a 4x. That is almost as good as Chad, but Chad makes $1 billion.
Yeah, you just gotta...
It's actually better than Chad on scoring. You're on one life, so it's scary to pass this family.
2x, you're right. It's slightly better.
Well,
it's so much money. You can't you can't do it. You'll find the sock. You'll be rewarded for keeping the point, the slightly less.
It's scary to not take this on one life, but you just can't. The golden ticket is so much money, especially with this Chad now. But this is what Startoad needs. Sizak sells the ticket. I mean, I don't know if Startoad's going to be able to catch up, but that is a big decision to make.
I physically am in pain. Well, I would feel... I think I get it. It's probably the right play, but it would feel so much better if we had a Chariot Fool in here so we could start turning those golds into steals.
I think we're going Luckies here.
Or Luckies, yeah, either or.
Magician Fool.
We have so little cards in the deck. Be more aggressive with these discards. Get rid of that plain queen.
I would play this flush with both these queens right now.
There you go.
Photograph second. Startoad 3 hands left. Doesn't have a bean. It's going to be hard to get much more here. There's a lot of red seals in the deck. These red seals have consistently been very deep down. Startoad looking at this flush house as well.
What's an interesting hand for Startoad? I
I
guess
think he just play down and look for more steel in every world.
Yeah. I don't know what they're looking for in terms of value past this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of curious what they could possibly want to play early and have the extra hands left over for. Especially considering if they had enough points, they just win. Sizak's on 1 life.
Oh, Seance. We do have the lovers.
You're right.
I don't know how easy this Seance hand is to draw.
Well,
but they're gonna play it.
they're gonna try. They do have
They
a
get
lot
the
of
plus 20 on the
fives.
4, which matters quite a lot.
That's huge.
5 million. 4, 5, 6.
They need 1-7. Or okay, or
Are they not going for seance?
Vagabond
There's a
lied
lot
to
of
us.
2s and 3s in there. I think they are. No,
Okay.
there's not a lot of 2s and 3s, but they
There's
can
enough.
get. I don't know if I saw 7. I don't know. There's no 7s. They can't.
Oh, well,
They can't
forget
try.
it. Wait, is there even a sensible hand then? At all?
I'm not sure. They probably
I don't
discarded
know.
a 7 of hearts.
Okay. Imagine that you grab stance and you literally can't do it.
Yeah,
I mean-
Sizek easily takes this with Chad family.
It's all about family. That's what Vin Diesel said. But
Man,
this is Sizek, so we are going to be going a little bit cautiously into the victory.
has the flush 5 of red seals.
It's beautiful.
That ticket sell hurts so much when all you're doing is running Bloodstone Chad. And you only do that if you think your opponent's in the same spot, also has found this Chad. But then if that's the case, then your opponent is up on lives and they can greed the ticket, and then you lose in the long run either way. So I think I get why you did it. You're on 1 life. 4x is pretty strong still, but
Has there been any other
It's
angle? The one piece of information there being that maybe Sizek's thinking is, I didn't Wraith. Well, if the Wraith is something good that I can compete with if I have the family, like...
yeah.
But I understand your line of thinking as well, where it's like, well, you don't really make that decision for even. If we're even, that's kind of a losing move not to have tickets. So it's a lot to think about. Yeah, I don't know if I sell ticket for 4x, but we are at the point right now where 4x is a lot. It's tough. The Bean also could have been a play where the 4x helps you overcome a lot of steel.
Yeah, that's a big hand to see from your opponent. What is Star Total looking for here? I mean,
Yeah.
I think keeping that king would have been smart, and then you can lovers it and get a flush house level. But it's a tough line to see. But that is 100x, and all we're up is...
not the overstock after selling ticket.
Yeah.
And we already, what's funny is says past 17 tickets that he was blocking too.
Maybe ticket comes back. It is a common
It's-
joker. It can
it's
very
coming
likely
back
come
like
back. I think
crazy.
that's why Sizek didn't magician in that blind.
Yeah,
We're not pivoting to luckies. We're just hoping ticket comes back.
but the other thing is, oops is so good that I'm okay with the luckies. If we, I don't know. That polychrome card, I'm curious what it is. This could be pretty game changing because I think Sizek
Rip the
passed it.
lovers.
It's one away from a
Sizek
face
did
card.
take it.
Oh, he did. Okay.
I don't think it's going to be too meaningful.
No, especially with the very limited re-triggering we have thus far. Still 2 lives on Star Toad though. This is like,
What does Star Toad have for straight flushes? I think they just have the low end one.
mhm.
I mean, they just need to draw their 2. I think they only have 1, 2 though.
Did they give
Also
up
having
on
to
that, or-
discard they give up. Which seemed to be the right play. The 2 just does not show up. Never mind, it does.
It's right there.
Yeah, if you're not full commit into the seance, I guess they're only down juggler for the seance.
I I'll go out and say it. I mean, we joke about Seance being bait. I think there's a lot of discussion in general. There's no way this one isn't bait. There's such limited options that you even want from this Seance. You don't have anything to really build into this Seance. Like,
I think the way you justify it is there was nothing, and we're probably just selling out of it for the bean right now.
yeah, of
Ooh,
course.
or you greed and keep the bean, and you can do straight flushes more consistently, and we sell rebate. We're selling photograph.
Whoa! I did not see that
Going
coming. With a red seal
going
clip.
back into the flush fives. But now we can get the seance value. Maybe there's something.
Also, with all the steals, Star Toad is gonna put up a big number in this PvP.
For sure.
I don't know if it's enough though, but the fact that it's even close, it's hard to argue with the play. The oops, forget it.
Oops.
Time to make some lucky cards, Sizek. I mean, you just sell the family instantly, right?
Yeah. There's not much thought behind this one.
I can't imagine what else Sizek. All right, I gotta unmute just to imagine what he's saying.
Biggest things. The other thing is still a retrigger. Like if Starto is able to replace Chad with a retrigger, we still might be in trouble if we're behind enough in the shop that happens. But the oops is very good to see. That's also really good for our money too. That's also really.
Sizek, I don't think thinks they're behind in the shop, but thinks it's a possibility, which is really interesting.
I mean, you always got to consider that fact.
Yeah, absolutely. But he did mention it is very good for their money now that golden ticket's gone, which is 100% true. Like, this is not just good for Sizak to win the game, which I don't know if Sartoad ever even gets to oops at this point. But we're going to likely roll into more retriggering now with the money we'll make from oops.
Look, Seance Bean is great, but I think we have one straight flush in the deck. Actually, I think they have the top end one as well. Maybe.
What? We just stoned a 9.
No, I
Isn't
don't
that
think so.
crucial to making one of the straight flushes?
Yeah, I don't think they have both. They're just going for the low end one. Looking for
Okay.
those fives. Could this just win? Maybe you shouldn't copy Bloodstone there. I guess. Does not hit. Here's the straight flush.
Oh my god, we did it. I don't know what could win it here. Maybe Wraiths.
Not gonna discard the 8 first.
Down.
Has
minus
low
$10.
chances of winning. This definitely doesn't win.
Oh wow.
1
That's
for 5
awful.
on Bloodstone. Onk.
Bonk.
I mean, we're not seeing the Onk angle just bad
Yeah.
with the dice. There's nothing for so long, and it's likely just going to be -1 tarot slot, honestly.
Yep. Sarto's gonna be hoping to see maybe like an idol to
Yeah.
brainstorm, and it's just not gonna come.
Onk. He's definitely a bad hit for them, though they don't know that.
It's probably one of the few things I guess you kind of think could win it for you if you're Startoad at this point, but
Yeah, oftentimes Onk is one of those winning cards, but because they're so far behind, we know there's just nothing.
if
And
these $20
I
keep
mean-
going like this, maybe they catch up, and they
You
do have a
Onk
talisman.
Bloodstone, you pick up dice, and you roll into Brainstorm.
I say easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh my god, I think that card sharp came up like 15 antes ago. It's like every time I think like Startoad's starting to make some progress, I get reminded in the shop.
Zizek also still making money here, too.
Yeah.
So they're just never going to catch up. Zizek just needs a magician, really.
And here's the thing. That dice came at the perfect time for Sizek. There was an angle here with the bean that Startoad holds all the chariots, and that Bloodstone just stinks, right? But now that Bloodstone's a shirt, there's just no way to score that much. It really could not
Also-
have come at a better time.
Startoad sold out of photographs, so they're just down on scoring
Yeah.
straight up.
Oh, Sizek lagging a little bit. Refresh it.
I mean, it's looking rough. Startoad is just way behind. We know their future in these shops. It's really just a miracle card from Seance is their line. There's the Chad and the family. They're probably going to find this dice.
So time to onk the brainstorm.
they're probably going to find the dice before last PvP, which I guess would even them out, and it would just come down to steal and levels. As long as nothing shows up for Sizak. Well, actually, Photograph as well as an 8x, so maybe not.
If they sell out this mail and rebate, they might not catch it.
That is also true. They might be a little sunk cost into this seance.
Oh, you're right. Overstock has kind of saved the gap where Startoad has made a lot of the money while being able to reroll for 3. You're right, Ian. That's such a great point. Now, yeah. I mean, it's not over for Startoad by any means.
Sizak's also just making a lot of, still more money.
Yeah,
they're never going
now
to catch
something
up,
needs
but
to-
they're going to see some of the stuff that Sizak has seen.
Exactly. They need to hope Sizak never sees anything at this point. Don't look at the 2 red seal.
We keep the bean. Based Startoad. First bean respecter.
Trying to get that best build. He's gonna onk the bean for you.
You know, at last PvP, you got a bean.
Oh,
That's a good shout.
Okay.
Seltzer.
I think.
I don't think Startoad is ever going to see that. I think Chad, for sure. Yeah, it's Chad gone.
Because
But this is a fine time.
Seltzer
This is a fine time to find it.
But Chad is 4.4. Photo would only be 4.
Photo's 8.
8.
But Seltzer.
Oh, red seals. We have red seals.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. It's Chad. I'd keep the Chad. I mean, what else are you hoping for here? I mean, I guess you can get so unlucky with draws that it runs out before next PvP, but you can just utilize the skip button.
This Seltzer's easily lasting the rest of the game. Ooh, it's a little annoying with 2 discards. I just realized that we still haven't gotten any vouchers for that.
I mean, how many? But there's only, what, 38 cards? I can't see because of chat. I think 38 cards in Sizak's deck? Like,
I think that's right.
yeah, it'd be very unfortunate to be in a position.
Use the Sun card to force turn order here for Sizak. You play a flush right away, and you can figure out immediately if your opponent has Seltzer.
I like
I think
that.
that would be a very good play.
Yeah, I feel like
Because there's nothing the Sun really needs to be used on.
no, and you have the full, even if it did. Heck, that flush may win it with with the dice.
Yeah. It just instantly says whether or not you have
Not gonna make
your
the
opponent
play.
has
But...
Seltzer.
Wait, is gonna play
Playing a-
this hand? Huh? Bean, explain. You get to explain that decision. If he plays another one here, I'm at a loss. What are we doing? What are we doing? Does he not think he can make the Seltzer last the next PvP? Does he think it's 1-1?
No. I think he just thinks it's going to be easy enough to keep. I'm listening in. Playing every hand here too now.
I think you really had the best line there, Bean. Like, it's just weird.
And we're selling the Sun, so it was just a complete waste. Turn order is very important with Seltzer and just completely ignoring it there is just a misplay.
I
And it
really
is going to
wonder-
cost it. I mean, we have max seltzer for the rest of the game. We're just going to one-shot the blinds and still have 4 for less PvP, so it isn't going to matter too much. But you could also like get money from gold cards. You could
Could have got money from Luckies with the seltzer too,
Yeah.
and we just didn't attempt to anything there.
did not try for it. But I think with finding that seltzer in last shop, a test like that to figure out if your opponent also has seltzer is so valuable. Because it is just an instant win if they don't. And you can play around that.
Just basically get
I
more
don't
value
know.
in the blinds next ante.
$20 hit.
Man, this Bloodstone's really working out.
$22. I mean, oh wait, not even perfect bloodstone wins it for Star Toad. Actually, it does. They can win by 1 bloodstone proc if it does perfect hits here. That's how strong the steel is, and when the dice comes, they are gonna have perfect bloodstone procs.
But the bean will not be at its
Mm.
full girth capacity.
And without being, he just useless.
Yeah. What does Ankh do here? Take up a consumable slot?
Pretty much. It is unlucky for Star Toad that there is just no Ankh angle, and that is the card they found.
To be fair, the Ankh angle's so slim here, right? It's like just an idol.
Pretty much.
What else would we be willing to delete everything for brainstorm?
But Idol is an uncommon card, and we've
Yeah,
rolled a
we have a
whole
lot of money.
lot this game.
There's
the dice.
Oh wait, we might see seltzer. We did get especially since now we're gonna be able to
A
make
lot of money here, too. I mean, yeah, the seltzer.
and that would win it.
And I
Star
think
Toad has better steel.
selling the family, very smart here. You know, Bloodstone isn't the only thing you need here. You know, there's another piece. Okay, what? Okay, that's just a... What? Okay, we did it for clown. If we... No, selling bean for clown there is also insane. What? They were looking at it for the juggler on Last Life. That is just
Maybe they
completely useless.
did
And
it
then
for
the clown.
did
And
it
then
for
they didn't
juggler.
want to look stupid. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I get it. I would have done the same thing. I would have been like, let me pivot to this.
Insane to sell bean there, though. There's so much value to gain. Oh, look at this hand size. We can't do anything. Oh, no.
Ugh, that's gross. Yeah.
Oh, no. There's Dusk. That... I mean, yeah, that's
Bye,
a good
photo.
card to find.
Everyone, can we say bye, photo?
50x versus the 8x, so it's quite a good buff to our score. That is enough that a lot of steel could make a difference. I wonder what the skips are. If it is worth skipping, because you don't have to skip.
I think play one, maybe skip, because you do not want to risk, right? Like I don't know if there's a way you don't have the hearts in your hand, but it.
We've used a lot of sun cards.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's almost impossible, but
Yeah.
it's still terrifying. Play one, skip one. Yeah, you can also get a lot of money in the 2 hands you play of one.
I mean, the Dusk was at the start of the ante. Star Toad has the dice now. When did Sizek have this dice?
Very
Was it
beginning
last
of last ante. It's like exactly 1 ante back.
There's a chance Star Toad could find this Dusk as well.
Yes. I feel like Sizek did a very.
mean-
No, you know, it wasn't. It was after the small blind, so actually Star Toad even gained not a full ante behind. There's some
And some
oh
good
my
money procs. Wow.
God.
Photograph back. Chariot's very nice. You know,
Do-
this is last PvP, holding Chariot full. Probably what you want to do.
Any way they see the dusk.
There's the Seltzer. I think they're 100% seeing this dusk.
Yeah.
We don't even have to care
And that-
about this.
In that case, Startoad's gonna come back here. It is the Overstock Plus or the Overstock
mean,
Eagle. They just got the money
Zizak
in
can
a better
get
time.
just as much steal having Chariot full and both at 8 hand size.
Okay. Well, then I guess it goes back to Sizak because they have slightly higher flush 5 levels.
There's the Dusk. Finds it this shop. They still have another blind. Startoad completely caught up.
Oh,
Or
wait,
actually,
Startoad's going to
Zizak
actually
hadn't even entered the small blind.
pass in the shop because they're going to be able to use the Seltzer to generate money that Sizak wasn't.
I mean, there's really nothing to find other than an idle hit or an ancient hit. Taros is about it. Like, even a blueprint does nothing here.
You gotta copy
I guess a
Bloodstone.
blueprint copying Bloodstone.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. So also like where they are on the lucky cues because Sarto has played so many more that like his ones,
Yeah.
even though they both have dice, it had just giving way more money.
I don't know how it works with dice, but
I think dice similar to Hone, it just lowers the threshold needed, and Startoad is just in a different stratosphere of where the queue is for him or them. Excuse me.
there's gonna be. I mean, this is the last hit. We've got a lot of re-triggers now. Does the lucky line finally pay off?
Wait, no way. No way that we get no money now. One.
One proc.
Well, that's kind
That-
of funny.
That's brutal. Money doesn't matter too much here. There's a chat again. Yes, Zizek, because everything showed up right there, the money lead just doesn't matter, and it's going to come down to deck fixing, lucky hits, and levels in this last PvP. Mostly
Well-
chariots, probably.
And as the chatter said earlier, it is really interesting. I hadn't thought about that. If you make all your money before Overstock, and then the person that you're facing makes all their money after Overstock, that is kind of just stinks. Stinks for you. Like they're gonna catch
Yeah,
up.
pretty much. Startoad up like 5 levels on Flush 5 as well.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it was that.
Zizek not going to skip. Definitely a
Holy
safe play. Is he going to use the chariots?
No, you
On the
can't,
red seal
you
too. I
can't.
think you Chariot Fool is so valuable last PvP. Obviously you want the death, but you can't.
Oh my
Both
god.
players have this same Chariot Fool. So that does it. There could be another Chariot, but can also be very punishing. Here's a Magician. I think you 100% use this Magician here. I'd probably just use it on both my queens and play all them.
Yeah, the
It's just
levels
more
here-
money than the gold. The Magician is just more, like significantly.
I think maybe
And
keep the full
We're copying
open with
Bloodstone. We can play a Flush 5 with all luckies, but Sizek is
I think
not using this Magician.
Sizek wants to keep the chariot in the full, but doesn't want to use the full in case there's a death, I think. I don't know. It seems like you just pop that full for the chariot. It just seems like honestly using the chariot there was just a mistake.
Do we get any money?
One,
$20?
2, 3.
Pretty good hits catching up with all these retriggers. $100. Last shop. The taros are going to matter a lot here. Hangman will help guarantee that draw.
Gotta use that full for I think.
Hiding on it. Going in here first, I
Oh,
think
it
is
gets the
smart. And we get the death. I mean, you just death the red seal and fool it.
Yep.
You could use the Hangman first. I think that's also fine.
Mhm.
Got a lot of money to roll for more tarots. And then you use this, so you can use the Temperance and Flush 5 level.
Yeah, it's
But that
10
death
levels.
is big.
Oh, I don't think there's any way for Sizak unless Starto gets off the
Wow,
draws.
okay. Yeah, that Chariot there kind of just seals it. Sizak's deck is very small as well. Another
No, but
Hangman. I mean, the Hangman's better than the Sun card. He realizes on the second run around.
Starto could get a good draw here and has the levels, so I don't think it's
Ooh.
over. Now it's
There's
tough.
a guaranteed max steal, pretty much. Because with Death Fool, you can be real greedy with your draws.
Startoad's up about 2.25x on base level.
Actually, yeah, they do have the exact same setup. And Startoad just has more levels.
Yeah.
I guess it could be a lucky proc for one player, or it
Could be.
could just be Startoad winning from the levels and the Blue Seals
The Blue Seal's coming all the way around.
taking it home. Startoad could also miss the draw.
Yeah, I think it's more likely
quite
Startoad
likely.
missing the draw than
32 cards is very little.
it is, but they do need to like play in the dusk, and it seems like they're gonna have one non-red seal versus Sizak's gonna be full red. I'm a little confused by Startoads.
Startoad keeping this non-red steel. Red seal. Only, yeah, you got to go for your best hand here. And that might just punish them and lose them the game. And unless they still stumble in, I mean, there's no way to stumble into the perfect hand now.
No.
And they missed their draw anyways. I mean, Sizak also could potentially bottom deck here, but not greedy enough on those discards from Startoad.
It'd be very hard for Sizak to bottom deck with 2 deaths in the steal, because we could just get rid of everything. Oh, I guess if bottom deck the last queen, it's possible.
It's impossible for Sizak to lose now with these tarots in this draw. I guess one red seal is 2.25x, so equivalent to red. Yeah, it's just, I think it's GG with that.
Oh, it's a really bad draw for
Does
Sizak.
miss though.
Really bad draw
I think
for
it's
Sizak.
GG. Here's the hand from Startoad. Death Fool Chariot. I don't think it's close.
It's gonna be close.
Well, it'll be close.
Lucky card.
Also, just up the red seal in the hand and has more steel. Yeah. We'll just watch it out. Let it play out.
You copy the lucky here, or I guess it's probably not gonna matter, but you can copy the gold. And then you fool for the red seal too. What is he? No, is he messing this up?
This is this is bad. It's
That's
down 1.5x from that.
Yeah. If
We could have charioted that 3.
Oh.
Still just up steel and a red seal here. We're up 1 steel trigger and 1 red seal trigger, which is another 2.25x.
got the 20 hit.
Not
in the
calcing it.
second. I can't. If it's 1.5, I.
It would be insane.
Oh my god, that's.
Wow!
It lost him.
No. What a sell. This is akin to me not putting the red seal first and losing. This is... such a close game, and that small decision mattered. The levels from start to take it. That's crazy. Does Sizak know? No one tells Sizak, by the way. Don't hop in chat. But he doesn't know. He said one more steal and I had it. Drew kind of poorly.
I think it flustered him how terrible the draw was. Because I think his idea, he was so set on the idea of stealing a queen and then you just death it twice, right? But given that, I can't believe it. Given that draw, you just had to death the 2 red seal and then you could have stealed 1. Or maybe
That's
just
keep him up at night.
Yeah, I mean when he figures it out. What do you mean spend the 4 seconds to calculate? There's nothing about the calculator that would have saved that decision.
Yeah, you just gotta see the line.
I mean, nobody plays perfectly. So I'm sure, like, that's a very glaring mistake by Sizak, but there's a lot of little mistakes by Sarto throughout that game that could have changed it.
The blue seals do take it in the end, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we add that to it. That mistake doesn't matter if we don't have level 18 flush 5. Literally, every single level mattered.
I think Sizak was up like at least three steel or 3 1.5x triggers because there's 2 from Bloodstone on that red seal.
Yep.
And I think, well, they would have been up 2 more steel, and then they were just up 1 red seal there, maybe. No, they had 3 red seal, and Startout had 2. So I think they were up 4. I don't know how the levels made that much of a difference.
It's 10 levels.
I guess it's 5x. That's a lot.
Oh, I don't think it was quite. How much did they end up having? I have to rewatch. Also, it could have been the 20 hit at the very start for Startoad. Sizak was second.
That was
Or 20 molt.
I guess that game wasn't that. It was an hour and a half.
I can
Light
maybe
work.
commentate one more. I knew
Let's
this
see.
was gonna happen.
I'm surprised Startoad is deciding to take their time. Yeah, Vagabond can fill in when you need to go.
Sounds good. That's hilarious. Max Wu's really trying to rage bait. But then again, Bsoft, their name, I'm not. Yeah. Wow. It just happened.
I need to.
I mean,
I'm gonna go back and start to it. How many procs was it? Like how much of a steel diff was there?
You know,
They
I
don't
mean,
have vomits.
Vagabond, if you are free and you want to jump in now, we can switch off.
He's free.
All right, Vagabond, I'll send you my stream key. No, I'm just kidding. All
Just-
right, shit.
Just walk in the door and he just sits in your seat while you eat.
Exactly. Come on in. I got cheese. All right. Well, it was a fun game and a third.
Yeah, I appreciate you joining me. Those were, I mean, that first set was something, and
crazy.
then this nail biter game
We
one.
will
Sizak Startoad.
have to actually play our Costco game in the future. Curious to see if
Yeah,
my
we're gonna-
idol would have gone near E40.
I mean, I had to find a fresh bean every PvP. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, Vagabond isn't gonna stream, so I'll send everyone over to Bean. Go if you're on YouTube, go to Bean's channel. I'll send you over on Twitch, Have a great rest of your night. Have a good call. Talk to you later.
All right, you too. Appreciate it. See ya.
All right, chat. Thank you for hanging out. The next time you see me, we will be starting the subathon on Monday. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'll see you guys there. Hopefully. I'm stoked too. Alright, bye. Go watch on Bean's channel.